in the city of Greenville. But before we get to kickoff, we owe you the home specialty and apparel starting lineup. First for the defense. Usual suspects in the front three. Jabril Woodall, number 91. He's a junior, plays defensive end. The other defensive end is DeAndre Cavett. He's a junior as well. He'll wear number 90. The nose tackle, the big man, Micah Gibbs, making the start as the captains take center field as we speak. Micah Gibbs, one of those captains tonight. He wears number 94. Linebacking core, junior Taiwan Alexander wears number 31. He's a sophomore. Robin Gray is the junior, wears number 8, playing outside linebacker, those two are. Inside linebackers are Antonio Thompson, number 6, he's a junior. Dante Tripp, the senior, will wear number 4. Cornerbacks, Chase Moore, Jamarie Briscoe, seniors and juniors respectively, wears number 14, Chase does, and Jamarie wears number 13. Free safety, Jeremy Mack, you'll hear his name a lot on both sides of the ball. He wears number 2, he is a junior. And the safety, Tyler Harris, wears number 23. He is a junior as well. Punting duties will go to Robin Gray as well. We will pause now for the playing of our national anthem. That is your national anthem, brought to you by the Greenville Hornet High School Band.
Coleman, we've already got the WJNT player of the game. Okay. Whoever is laying out that trumpet in the Greenville Band is a Ferrari amongst Fiats. And I'm not talking about the rest of their band. I'm talking about everyone here. That trumpet is amazing. Go watch the live stream. Get it again.
If you are listening to us on the radio, yes, join us on the live stream on YouTube. Arrows Streaming is what you need to type in. Arrows with an S, Streaming. You can check us out on the live stream. We're bringing it to you right now. Let's go ahead to the offense. Starting lineups brought to you by Home Specialty and Apparel. Jacoby McLaurin, the senior, will play left tackle, wears number 72. Deshaun Leonard, number 55, left guard. He is a sophomore. The center, Ja'Cory Cavett, is a sophomore as well, wears number 54. Right guard, Adrian Dennis, the senior, wears number 73. Rounding off the offensive line, right tackle Roddy Polk, number 79, is a sophomore. Skill players, Chris McLaurin plays tight end when they do use him. Number 84, he is a junior. Wide receiver E.J. Mason, the senior, wears number 3, followed up by the wide receiver Michael Hughes, the junior, wearing number 12. In the backfield, Jacoby McLaurin, the freshman, wears number 20, plays running back. Alongside him, Jeremy Mack, the dancing machine, wears number 2. He is a junior. And the quarterback for tonight's matchup, none other than Caleb Miller. Once again, as usual, the junior wears number 18, and the kicking duties belong to Carson Barefoot. The name says it all. The junior wears number 30. Final thoughts from Jay White before we get this thing rolling. Jay.
You got to be on your toes tonight. You can't just assume that this one's going to be a mail-in W. Like I was saying with the Germantown game, right? They saw Clinton as a potential opportunity to jump up and grab one and leap somebody in the standings. Greenville's only a game behind us in the standings.
Yes.
And the feeling that we're reserved to after losing that Warren Central game last week, Greenville starts the season with that feeling. And so this is a game for them that they can circle the entire season and say, look, if there's any of these good teams up at the top of our region that maybe we can pluck and jump in the standings, and finish 5th this year instead of 6th or 7th like we always do, it's Clinton. We are their target.
Home Specialty and Apparel, absolutely. Home Specialty and Apparel starting lineups. They're located at 120 East Northside Drive in Clinton. Their slogan, promoting your business is important to you, helping you is important to us.
That being said, we're exponentially more talented and better coached than them, so we should take care of business. But all that being said, if there is a game for them to be inspired, this is one of those games.
That's why they play the game, Jay White.
There it is.
That's why they play the game. Kickoff coming. Clinton will be receiving. Obviously, Greenville kicking off left to right on your listening or viewing device back deep for the Arrows. We have Tyree Carr and E.J. Mason. The kickoff brought to you by Mississippi Sports Medicine with 6 locations statewide, including 3 right here, well, right there in the metro since we're in the Delta. They got it all covered for you, MississippiSportsMedicine.com, or you can check them out by calling 601-354-4488.
Sliced it.
That one was sliced out of bounds. That will be a flag. That will be the first flag of the game on the opening kickoff, brought to you by Optical 2000. Dr. Bobby Pankey's about to get paid
right, right up front.
Come on, man.
He's getting paid up front.
Up front.
For this game right here.
Now that, sir, is what I call a bargain. So
that was open club face. That was me off the tee right there is what that was, right?
So the Arrows will get their drive started off on the 35-yard line.
And I love when a guy wearing a 70 number is kicking off.
Oh, yeah. You know it's going to be exciting.
That's entertainment value regardless of how it goes.
You know it's going to be different, and it was. It gives us good starting field position.
He drilled it. Had no idea where it was going, but he nailed it.
And I knew I was right. I knew I was right in the beginning. They are going to start from the 40-yard line. The chain gang here had them starting off at the 35, but the officials say
35.
Okay, we're going to reset. I'm going to see Dr. Bobby Pankey at Optical 2000 on Monday morning. I'm going to go ahead and see him because
he'll be ready.
Jay White has the spectacles. I don't, clearly. 1st and 10, power I formation. Caleb Miller loses the snap. We fumble on the first play of the game, and then it's recovered by the Greenville Hornets. And you want to talk about momentum. That is not the way you want to start on the road for the Clinton Arrows.
Well, I mean, if this is a game that they have circled the entire year and we have a target on our back from their perspective, that's the absolute all-time best start that you could have from them.
Ty, what did you see on that, man?
Just sloppy exchange from the center to the quarterback, and I think the key here for our guys is you've got to jump on these folks early and get them out of their rhythm, or put the hope out of them, if you will. So not a good step in the right direction there, but need a good stop here.
All right, you heard him say it. So the Arrow defense is on the field a little bit earlier than anticipated, but, hey, they'll have to make do with what they got. Ty Mitchell McCullough is the quarterback for the Greenville Hornets, 5'11", 160. He goes, and the snap flies right over his head. But before the snap, we had a flag on the play.
Then we got a false start. Well, they were fortunate. It's a blessing in disguise on that false start.
Absolutely. That is a false start, backing him up 5 yards.
It zoomed right between his hands. It wasn't a great snap. It was catchable. But it was high. And it went right through his hands, and that was going to be some zaniness on their first offensive play of the game.
Early on in the backfield with McCullough, the running back is going to be Aaron Coates. Coates is a senior running back. Got a 3-receiver set to start things off, 1 tight end.
If you're Clinton, you got to avoid the malaise, man. You got to find your personal motivation.
Pistol formation here. Play action. McCullough going deep on the first play, has a man underthrew him, and that's going to be incomplete.
Had one-on-one and had plenty of time to throw. I don't know if the receiver kind of ran out of the quarterback's range right there, out of his arm range, or if the quarterback, I don't know, just didn't allow the receiver enough time. Maybe he went, it was a little like almost like an in-and-out route, and the quarterback didn't give enough time to develop the thing fully out, and then underthrew it to boot. So
that'll be 2nd and 15 from the Clinton 45-yard line. Pistol formation. Handoff this time goes to Coates. Coates dancing outside, dancing back inside, being dragged down by Robin Gray, but not before picking up good yardage on the play, down at about the 36-yard line.
Had some good blocks and get up, pick that penalty yardage back up. But it's going to be a 3rd and long for them. That snap was high again, too. He's giving him a shotgun snap in the pistol formation, and he is humming that thing back there.
Yeah, he is.
So that might be something to kind of pay attention to tonight, because that one was high and hard again.
3rd and 7, shotgun formation now for Greenville. Quarterback quickly over to his receiver, connected, and he's running away. Finally pulled down by the DB Chase Moore, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice quick strike there from McCullough to Eric Simmons.
That was a perfectly executed play. It was a little timing route. Just a little comeback route, and was watching that receiver the whole way. The ball was already on the way by the time the guy stopped and turned, and hit him right on the turn. Just as pretty as you please. Not a whole lot you can do to defend that unless you jump the route.
So no 3 and out for Greenville, not on this drive at least, and so they have 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Shotgun formation, McCullough looking left, and picked off by Jeremy Mack. Great read by the safety, trying to break away from Simmons, fighting for extra yardage, and he will be taken down at about the 7-yard line. Great anticipation by the safety.
Great job kind of getting to that one and tipping it up to himself and making the pick.
It looked like almost like a Willie Mays kind of catch there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely indeed. What a great play by Jeremy Mack. And by the way, that turnover brought to you by Clinton YMCA, located at 400 Lindale Street in the city. They're open 7 days a week, offering gym, pool, camp, and other services. Dial 601-924-5812 for more information.
And that play was open for them. It was severely underthrown.
Yeah.
So we've seen that twice.
Yep.
They've had open routes running down the field twice that he's severely underthrown.
Power I formation again. The quick pick goes to the running back. Round the right side. Minimal gain on that play. Can't see what number that is. The Arrows are rocking the white tops with silver numbers, and it can be a little difficult to see who the running back is on that play.
Silver numbers in italics on white.
That may have been Michael Tripp on the carry, the sophomore.
I thought it was a 4, but I could be totally wrong.
And now it looks like an 8. And it may be Keyshawn Simpson. I'm going to call out both names until we can figure it out. That running back gets the handoff again, picks up good yardage, not going down easy. We're going to have to figure out who that is, Jay White.
I got him as 29, gentlemen.
29. Well, that'd be Torrey Johnson. Look at Todd coming through in the clutch.
That's right.
Torrey Johnson with the first 2 carries of the game for the Clinton Arrows.
Sorry, I'm having to crane out the window to see what we're looking at here. About a 3rd and 1 going on?
Yeah, about a 3rd and 1. For the folks listening to us at home, Jay and I are kind of boxed in here where our vantage points aren't as great as you look to either corner of the field.
Oh, we're in a clubhouse. It's definitely like a tree house.
Caleb Miller just taking the quarterback sneak and picking up the first down with ease. That'll be a UMMC first down for the Clinton Arrows.
Get that reset of the down right there.
So as I was saying, the Clinton Arrows are rocking the white tops, black bottoms with that alternate black and silver helmet with the silver arrow on it.
And tomahawk.
Then the silver numbers, which are a little bit hard to read as far off as they can be from time to time. The Greenville Hornets are rocking their classic unis, yellow, gold, whatever you want to call it, with the black helmet with the Hornet mascot on the helmet. Handoff goes to Montavious Warren right up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. Good yardage down at the 31-yard line, very close to a first down.
Hit that spin button, got past the first phase right there, and kind of running free through some contact. Got, what, about 7 you said right there? 7 or 8, going to be 2nd and 2.
Torrey Johnson out now. Jeremy Mack, the usual running back, checking into the game. Had to give Jeremy a little bit of a break after that pick.
Right. Oh, we'll see some more of him.
Oh, absolutely. Power I formation, long receivers, E.J. Mason. He is wide on the numbers on the left side. Michael Hughes goes into motion to the left side now. Pitch goes to Jeremy Mack. Mack slips, keeps his foot in. The refs are going to say he did not. Knee went down, so he's going to lose yardage on the play, making it 3rd and about 4 yards.
He tried to make something out of that right there. This is one of the, and it's pretty incredible to say this now, but this is one of the few non-synthetic fields that we'll play on.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. All natural.
You made the point earlier, we're on a natural grass field, and so with the amount of rain that we've had over the last week to 10 days in Mississippi, that might play into effect here.
3rd down, that handoff goes to Montavious Warren. He's racing for the edge, trying to break the tackle, falls forward. Let's see what spot they give him. I believe he did get that first down. That's another UMMC first down for the Clinton Arrows.
He was dragged down by his shirt. If he was able to get his shirt tail away from that defender, he might have been running for a long way right there.
You know, speaking of natural grass fields, is this the first natural grass field we've played on all season? As I look at the
South
teams
Panola
here,
was not.
It was not.
Germantown was not.
It's not. We played Northwest Rankin. We played them at home, so.
Yeah.
Olive Branch was on the road. They have field turf as well. As the quick pitch goes to the left side to Jeremy Mack, he lowers his shoulder. He will pick up about 5 or 6 yards on first down.
I think so.
Yeah,
you're right.
So.
Really good penetration from the offensive linemen so far. If they can keep this up, it's going to be a long night for the men in yellow and black.
I mean, the only other one is Starkville and Murrah, right?
Right.
Murrah plays at Newell, but we had them at home.
Yep. I believe this is the first time we played on natural grass all year. How about that?
2nd and about 4.
That's right. Same play around the left side. Jeremy Mack finds the hole, got blockers. Out to the 50, now to 45. Back inside at the 40, going down at about the 32-yard line after a huge gain. Great blocking by Montavious Warren, E.J. Mason, and the quarterback, Caleb Miller, on that play.
Yeah, that was great blocking on the edge. They really set that up well. I can't tell if that was Miller who actually had that really good block to seal the edge.
Yeah.
And what was already a good 4 or 5 yard gain sprung him for about 10, 15 more right there. But that tells you that Caleb's in for it. Of course, he's a quarterback, and this game's going his win-loss record for his career. So
absolutely. So that'll be 1st and 10 after another UMMC first down. 5:30 to play here in the opening quarter. No score. We thank you for joining us on the broadcast alongside Jay White. I'm Ray Coleman. 3 for 3 on the pitch to Jeremy Mack. This time Greenville Western waiting on it, and he's going to lose a yard or two on the play.
Yeah, went to that pitch to that side again. This is also, I mean, if you're looking for reasons that the opponent can be motivated tonight, this is their senior night, their last home game of the season. They play at Madison next week, so that is seems to not have inspired the community. There's threes of people on their side of the field, but I think Todd he alluded to the fact that their band was going to be a majority of their crowd, and that's not a joke. It's actually true.
2nd and 11 here. Handoff goes to Montavious Warren up the middle. Minimal gain. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, but they haven't made an official ruling yet.
He looked down to me, gentlemen.
Well, the white hat didn't freak out the whole time. He was holding the 3 fingers in the air.
And he is going to be called down on the play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Actually, they gave him a few yards on that 3rd and make it 8. They gave him a 3-yard gain on that.
So first obvious passing down here, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what they do. Let's see if they're aggressive.
It's going to be 3rd and 9. That was the gain of a yard on that play as a result of the fumble.
So the ball is spotted at the 33-yard line. Shotgun formation, a little bit of a pistol look.
Got one-on-one with E.J. on the right side.
Tight end to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Caleb rolling to his right. Looking, throwing deep. Got E.J. Mason. Man beat, reaches up, almost brings it in after bobbling it twice, but that will be incomplete.
Had one-on-one coverage, rolled him way around over there, and him rolling out to that side gave one of their safeties time to come over the top and kind of get in there too. And ultimately, that looked kind of like the difference between a catch.
Yeah, and I think the defensive end was gotten its attention, running in on him pretty hard there too. So he thought he had to get rid of it.
All right, so a 4th down coming up. The Arrows choose to go for it here. So 4th and 9. 4th and 9.
This is one of those, too far to kick, too close to punt.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. We'll see what they do here. Caleb rolling to his right. Throwing. Just over the outreached hands of that defender was almost picked off. Whatever the case, that's a turnover on downs. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 33 for the Greenville Hornets. They just rolled him out to the right, Jay, and tried to catch Michael Hughes on an out route. But
well, that's one of those plays where you could try to stick it in there, even if it's not there, because I mean, it's going to be a turnover regardless.
Sure.
If you throw an interception 20 yards down the field, you're actually making their
just
starting
as good
point.
as a punt.
Yeah.
That's right. So Greenville will take over. 1st and 10. We're waiting on the chain gang here to get themselves reset. Looks like they may have gotten a little bit tangled here on the sideline. They're on the near side with us here on the Clinton side, and you got 3 of them trying to untangle the chains. How about that?
That's a song, isn't it?
Unchain My Heart.
Yeah, there's an
Untangle the chain.
There's an abundance of room down here on the sideline, if you couldn't tell.
As you can hear, Todd DeMuth is not on the sideline. He's actually standing right next. I'm kidding. He's down there, but we are that close where we can spot him. Only about 10 rows of stands in between us. As the handoff goes to Coates, he fumbles, and somehow it bounces right back into his hands like a dribble.
He never knew that handoff was for him. Wow. He just took off.
And what could have been a turnover turns into a 3-yard gain for the Hornets on 1st down.
Yeah, they were pretty fortunate right there. Quarterback put it right on his hands, and he was not worried about it. He was running some sort of route or going to block somebody.
3:15 left to play here in the opening quarter. Scoreless game between Greenville and Clinton. Hornets moving left to right on your listening or viewing device. Pistol formation, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back in the backfield with the quarterback McCullough. And I believe the Hornets got the Arrows to jump off sides.
That's encroachment.
And there it is. So that will give them an extra 5 yards, and so it'll be 2nd and short coming up here
That's
for
a
Greenville.
scientific term for it. Encroachment.
That's right. That's right.
And that's going to bring up now 2nd and 2.
Old school feel about this place, man. Greenville way back in the day. Greenville, Greenwood, big rivalry in the Delta.
Handoff goes to Coates again on second down. He's fighting off defenders. He'll be taken down by Dante Tripp and Robin Gray on the play, but he's very close to a first down. It'll be third down, but he'll only need a yard to get the first.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good run by him. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Hornets going fast here on third down. Already set up on the line of scrimmage. No huddle, hurry up offense being played. Arrow showing the 3-4 defense, showing a little blitz. Handoff goes to Coates around the left side, slips, and is stuffed, and I mean absolutely stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Is going to lose yards to make it fourth down. Credit that tackle to DeAndre Cabot, first on the scene.
Well, he did lose his footing. I don't know that it would have made a difference because we had 2 or 3 guys that charged right through the right side of the line, but that run led the tailback there right through the choppiest part of the field that you can see if you're watching our live stream.
And so it's 4th and 3 on the negative side of the field for Greenville, and they're going for it. They need 3 yards to get the first down.
Shoot your shot.
And they're going to shoot it. McCullough throwing to his left and connects with his receiver, who gets popped as he falls out of bounds. But, hey, Eric Simmons reels it in for a big-time catch and a first down.
I mean, if I'm a player on the team, that's a play I can rally around right there because that dude, he got rocked.
And held on to it.
And that ball was behind him.
Yep.
He took the hit, caught the ball, and got the first down.
Credit that young man for making the adjustment. Just over a minute to play, and the Hornets draw the Arrows offsides again. Jay, we saw this so many times last week. I know you weren't there, but I'm just telling you, Judd remembers the multiple, and I mean multiple offsides calls that were called against the Clinton Arrows last week.
We if I could be honest about how we look right now, there's no urgency in what we're doing on either side of the ball right now. Kind of look like we're going through the motions, and that's what you have to avoid trying to play like.
So 1st and 5 from the 49-yard line, positive side of the field. McCullough throwing deep, got a man. Simmons ran past the defender, caught it, and ran it in for a touchdown. That is a 49-yard touchdown pass and grab from Ty Mitchell McCullough to Eric Simmons, and it was just a 9-route. It was just a
go. We
go.
got a flag way back here.
Touchdown is going to stand.
Might be. I think that's going to be an unsportsmanlike against Greenville. But, man, you couldn't draw that throw in any better. Just pitch it, catch it, throw it right in there exactly on the money.
Simmons ran right by the DB, and Jay is right. This touchdown will stand, but it'll be unsportsmanlike conduct after the play.
Now he's pointing at Clinton. So, I don't know. He's facing that direction, but he pointed toward the Clintons. Or, no, the Greenville side. Okay.
Yeah. So the unsportsmanlike conduct, no, it's all good, goes against the Greenville Western Hornets, but at the end of the day, the touchdown will stand. A 49-yard touchdown from Ty Mitchell McCullough to Eric Simmons, just on a 9 route, just ran right by him.
You know, that's a reason they go 3-8 every year. You threw a touchdown pass and you acted like you just, parted the Red Sea. Good job. You did what you're supposed to do on offense. Congratulations.
It's a fact. It's a fact, man. Extra point coming up here for the Greenville Hornets.
We were playing football. You threw a touchdown pass. Congratulations. Don't act like you just rewrote Revelations. You blow the joke. It's the worst part of that right there, right?
John Jenkins out to attempt the extra point for the Hornets. Simmons is going to be the holder after catching the touchdown.
Revelations would probably be a pretty good read.
You know, close enough.
Man,
and they go with the fake. Simmons running around the left side looking to go for 2 in this case. Stretching, but he will not get it. That shows you the confidence in their kicking game. And the Arrows were ready for it. He's way short of the goal line, so that'll be a 2-point conversion. No good. 6-0 your score here in the opening quarter. Greenville leading the Arrows with 48 seconds to play in the first. Stay with us, folks. This is Clinton Arrow football.
Seeing well plays a big role in helping you read well. That's why it's not a minute too soon for students of all ages to schedule an eye exam with Dr. Bobby C. Pankey and Associates in Clinton, Richland, or Flora. They can also help you with a great selection of frames, lenses, and contacts, all at affordable prices. See well, read well, do well. For all your back-to-school eye care needs, visit Optical 2000, Clinton, Richland, and Flora. Click to call a clinic near you at optical-2000.com.
Open Wednesdays in Flora.
A 49-yard touchdown pass and grab from the quarterback Ty Mitchell McCullough to the receiver Eric Simmons. They get on the board first. They lead Clinton 6-0 here in the opening quarter. 48 seconds left to play. Alongside Jay White, Todd DeMuth on the sidelines, the boy on the stats. I am Ray Coleman. Thank you for joining us on a chilly night in the Delta. Senior night here at Greenville High School, and you can see they got a little bit of juice going on early, Jay White.
Well, they made that extra point attempt about as difficult as humanly possible, right?
Oh, yeah.
They got an unsportsmanlike penalty, and then they faked it and all this other stuff. They just did an onside kick, and I think they got it.
They did not. And so that will set up really good field position for the Arrows. They're going to have it at the Greenville 35-yard line, Jay.
Tried to catch us asleep right there, especially after the events that just happened. And I'll tell you something, the field conditions, like Jay mentioned earlier, are not ideal. Kind of remind me of some of the public golf courses I play in the Jackson area. The divots have not been replaced, but I think that last touchdown was a case of a guy just lost his footing for a half a second, and that was all it took.
Well, the area they're playing in right now is absolutely sloppy in between the 30 and the 40 here on the Greenville side of the field. That's where they'll start doing the work at the 35-yard line. Coming out in the power I formation, one lone receiver, E.J. Mason, wide to the left side. Caleb takes the snap, hands it off to Montavious Warren. Warren spins out of one tackle and gets about 5 yards on first down.
Well, Caleb, when he spun to do that handoff, it looked like he was on ice.
Yeah, he was slipping the whole way.
At least that carry kind of took us out in front of that really muddy spot between the 40 and the 35 or 33-ish. At least it'll be snapped out in front of it. We'll have
some more firm footing, if you will.
Some skill guys will be starting off from that spot, but at least we'll be running out of it.
So 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Quick pitch goes to Jeremy Mack around the left side. Bounces it back inside the hash and will pick up the first down after a gain of about 7. First and 10, Clinton.
EJ is running one-on-one with his corner over here every single play. I don't know if we're kind of being selective. I think that's the end of the first quarter. So.
That is the end of the first quarter. And after one, Greenville has the lone score on that 49-yard touchdown pass and grab. They lead your Clinton Arrows 6-0. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, second quarter action here in the Delta. Stay with us, folks. This is Clinton Arrow football.
For taco fans in need of a fix, Fuzzy's Taco Shop fires up some of the freshest flavors faster than you can say, for real? Our patio is the perfect place to post up, pour a pint, pique your appetite, or powwow with your pals post 9 to 5. Our frozen margaritas are rockin', nachos, top-notchin', and the best part, we can cater your party's every need. Order our tacos at Fajita Bar with our famous chips and queso. Stop by your local Clinton Fuzzy's Taco Shop today on the Parkway.
Back out live in the Delta, folks. Alongside Jay White, I'm Ray Coleman. We're bringing it to you live from Greenville High School. The Hornets leading your Clinton Arrows 6-0 as we begin the second quarter. And the Arrows have a little bit of momentum going as they're inside the 30. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick pitch to Jeremy Mack around the right side. Finds a hole. Breaks a tackle, breaks another. He will be inside the 10-yard line after another UMMC first down.
Well, man, I just can't help thinking that that onside kick for them was a misstep.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it gave us some positivity where we had not really developed much yet on our own. But, I mean, after taking the lead and the momentum, if you want to give us the ball at your 30-yard line, go ahead and be my guest, friend.
Jay White is now going to have to look over me as I lean out the window to see this play. That's how tight we are in this space. Jeremy Mack gets the handoff around the right side, spins, breaks a tackle. He is now inside the 5-yard line. And that will bring up 2nd and goal because the drive started, the first down was marked at the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Jay's trying to take a picture of me here in the booth to show just how cramped we are, and just it's not that we're cramped. We're not, shoulder to shoulder. It's just the way that we're boxed in. I can't see anything beyond the 35-yard line.
Right. It's a small space, but it's a newer.
It is.
It's a recently built press box. It's
Absolutely.
not very old, but it is a small space we have. And there's no side windows. That is, if I could go a little bit inside baseball here and get into the weeds, as they say, or pour a bag of nuts and bolts out in front of you here.
We got a timeout going by while Jay's talking, so don't act like you're missing anything. Jay's just giving a story time.
One of the biggest failing points of most press boxes, specifically in high schools, is that there are no side windows. And so, specifically tonight, as whichever team gets down to about the 20-yard line, they run right out of our line of sight. So we're kind of hanging out the window here.
That timeout and story time brought to you by Fuzzy's Taco Shop, located in the city of Clinton at 734 Clinton Parkway. Open 7 days a week. You can order some by calling 601-488-4937 or going online to fuzzystacoshop.com. Second and goal out of the timeout. Power I formation. Quick pitch goes to Jeremy Mack. Cuts it in, stretching very close to the goal line, but it will be third down.
Be a penalty for too many men on the field for Greenville, I believe.
They had a guy trying as hard as he could to run off. Had to be one of the biggest guys on their team, and he was trucking, but he couldn't quite get there in time.
So that'll make it a half a distance to the goal, which would pretty much put you at the half-yard line because they were already on the
There's
one.
no line there.
There's no line, so the half line.
Just half yard.
The half yard.
Half yard space.
The half yard
space.
The half yard gash.
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
The half yard gash is what we're going to call it just for this moment until Jay can think of something better. And I know his brain is turning just to give you
I can't find it. The half yard zone. The half yard zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one. The half yard zone is where we are right now.
Right. What do we got here? Refs coming in.
He was giving Coach Boswell the options of what he wanted to do with that.
Excuse me. So they got a
second one on the second one inside the one.
Yeah, second and goal from the one or third and goal. No, third and goal from the one or second and goal from the half zone.
Half yard zone.
Half yard zone.
I don't know if you can hear their band across the way.
Power I formation. Quick pitch to the left side. Jeremy Mack cuts it inside, goes in untouched for the touchdown. Arrows on the board.
Nice drive right there. Easy as can be. Took it in from the half-yard zone.
That touchdown brought to you by Live Oaks Golf Course, located at 11200 Highway 49 North in Jackson. For more information on membership and other services, give them a shout. 601-982-1231.
I could see what Greenville was trying to do, but ultimately that onside kick is a risk that they took that backfired on them.
Carson Barefoot set to put the boot to it. The kick is up. Straight down the pipe it is. The name says it all, folks. And just like that, the Clinton Arrows take the lead here in the second quarter. 10:38 left to play before the half. Arrows lead Greenville 7-6. We'll take a quick commercial break. Stay with us, folks. You are listening to and watching Clinton Arrow football.
First United Methodist Church supports the Clinton Arrows in all their sporting and academic endeavors. We support our schools in the belief that education increases the quality of life for us all. Clinton First United Methodist offers opportunities on Sunday morning for us to gather at 10 o'clock. We invite you to come and visit with us on Highway 80. We have a place for you, and all that's left to do is for you to put your name on it. We believe once you visit, you'll find a place for yourself in this community. I'm John Moore, lead pastor for Clinton First United Methodist Church, inviting you to help us make Clinton a better place.
Back out live here in the Delta as your Arrows lead Greenville by a score of 7-6, 10:38 left to play in the second quarter. Jeremy Mack getting his squad on the board with a short touchdown run after a short drive. Only lasted 35 yards because Greenville Weston went for an onside kick, and we recovered and took care of business from there. So your scoring summary, 35-yard drive capped off by Jeremy Mack. That is your elite physical therapy scoring drive summary recap. They're located in the city at 703 Clinton Parkway. Visit elite.urpt.com or call them at 601-708-4205. As Simmons brings it out on the kickoff return, and he'll be brought down at the 25-yard line. That's where Greenville will start their drive.
He tried to cut in the middle of the field too, right there,
and almost just fell flat on his butt. Yeah,
did a little pirouette there. That was very nice.
Well, there's absolutely no grass when you're talking about in between the 20s, really from the 20s to the 45 on both sides.
It's a good thing this is their last home game of the year, because if they were having to play out here again next week, that'd be a tough turnaround.
Absolutely. So they'll have 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 tight end set, 2 receivers. McCullough the quarterback with Coates in the backfield. Simmons goes in the motion. Handoff goes to him as he goes in motion around the right side, reaching for that sideline. He'll go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. 5-yard gain.
Even the guy right there who went in motion and took the
that was Simmons again.
The handoff. When he started his cut to go into motion, he kind of his foot kind of came out from underneath him a little bit there.
So that will bring up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 6, they're going to call it after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for Greenville.
Simmons going all the way out to the sideline right here.
Yeah.
For this route.
I mean, he is quite literally lined up next to the sticks. There's about a yard in between him and the sideline as they hand it off to Coates. A little bit of a mishandle there, but he will somehow still pick up positive yardage.
He's taking some hits.
Yes, he is.
We're laying some licks, and that's some hard yardage, but he's, like I said, man, they've got athletes now.
Yeah.
They also look like a team that came out here to win this game. They're not going to lay down just because it's another 6A Jackson Metro school walking in here. And you got to show them that you can play with them.
They need 2 yards for the first down to bring up 3rd and 2. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. And once again, they draw the arrows offside. That'll be an automatic first down.
That cadence has gotten us 3 times tonight.
We are, what are we talking about, 12, 13, 14 and a half minutes in? 14 minutes, 14, 15 in? Got to make an adjustment.
So that's an automatic first down for Greenville. 40-yard line is where they're going to spot it. 1st and 10, home team. Shotgun formation again. McCullough hands it off to Coates. Coates around the right side. Got a block. Reaches the edge.
Might have had a hold
almost
on the
approaching midfield. Pushed out at midfield. Very close to the first down.
Had a pretty blatant hold on the edge right there.
They're going to mark him out at the 49, saying he's 1 yard shy of another first down.
Hey, good grief. I mean, one of our guys got turned around.
They were right in front of us here at midfield. That's where our press box view gives us the best view.
It's in our 20-yard window here.
There you go. Same formation. McCullough in the pistol. Hands it off to Coates. This time Coates around the left side. Stiff arms a man. Reaching. Will get the first down and runs right through a defender. Right in front of us, quite literally, as he goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Jamarie Briscoe paid the cost for that tackle, and they're fired up. That's got them fired up.
Well, Coates is a big man. They don't have his weight listed in their roster, but I can tell you, just looking at him, he's easily 200 pounds, about 5'9".
Right in front of him, he looked like a load, gentlemen.
Yeah, and it sounded like a load, too, when he made contact with the defense there. 1st and 10, 44-yard line. Handoff goes to the new running back, and he reaches around the right side, and he will slide.
Oh, I like that.
He will slide instead of taking contact.
That was the David Justice slide right there.
Yeah, he's not as big as Coach. That's LaMarcus Kinney, the sophomore running back.
Do you think that was intentional?
I think it was. And if Coach goes 200, he's about 160. He's like, I'm not doing.
Jay, I think it may have been instinctual.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, yeah. But it's not something you see a running back often do. He going to the slide.
He kind of treated it like he was a receiver that made a catch, like a slot receiver, and just avoided contact by going down.
Yeah.
But that's a running back. As McCullough throws the quick out over here to Simmons, easy connection. They've been running that route all night, and they've completed 3 of 3 on those quick outs. Another first down for Greenville High. And that will prompt a timeout from head coach Judd Boswell. He wants to regroup with his guys. We'll take the timeout with him. You stay with us, folks. We'll be back after this Fuzzy's Taco Shop timeout. This is Clinton Arrow Football.
From everyone at Indian Lanes, way to go Arrows on that awesome field goal. After the game, let the fun continue with bowling, arcade games, billiards, and more. Be sure to book your next birthday party in the Inflatable Jump Zone. Indian Lanes, located at 815 East Northside Drive in Clinton, Mississippi. Let's win this, Arrows.
See it.
We invite you to join
Welcome back out to Greenville High School, folks. And, you know, you learn something about your people, okay? You learn something about your people around here. I just found out that Jay White doesn't follow me.
You made your account private
on Instagram.
Your Instagram. Who has a private Instagram account? If you're going to make it private, what's the point in even having it?
He just admitted it because he's trying to tag me in a picture.
I mean, isn't the whole point of Instagram is to socially humble brag? I mean, why would you privately do
because
that?
I don't have to brag. I am who I am.
Well, that's okay. I'll accept that.
So this means this man has been following me the entire time, but not really following me. We're going to talk about this at halftime during the Chick-fil-A halftime show. Greenville Weston going with the run game, but not before they are stopped.
No, sir. The Weston has been left behind. They're just great.
Sorry. That's an old habit.
Weston.
That's an old. You're right.
Right.
That's an old habit from my TV days. I know I probably said it every single time.
It's not Memphis State anymore, sir.
It's not Memphis State.
They
it's
are
Memphis. And this is not Greenville Weston. It's just Greenville.
How about the game days in Memphis on Beale this week?
Don't try to get off the fact that you don't. I follow you on Instagram. I'm hurt. Let's move on. 1st and 15 for Greenville High.
I follow you on Twitter.
You weren't trying to tag me on Twitter. It's all right. They're gonna handle this. 1st and 15, pistol formation for Greenville. 2 receivers set, trying to draw the arrows offside. Good discipline this time. So McCullough's making the change at the line of scrimmage. Arrows showing a little bit of a pressure package. Handoff goes to the running back Kenny, and he will not get anything. He's taken down by Ja'Cory Cavett.
The timeout turns out to look really good right now because it stopped their momentum.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he were just tired or if he just wanted to break up their cadence.
Sure.
You know, if that's what he was going for, and it kind of looks like. This game hasn't moved fast enough. I wouldn't guess for anybody to be super tired right now.
6:40 to play. They're going to call it 2nd and 14.
But that totally broke up their momentum. They come out, they get a penalty, go backward 5 yards, then we stuff up a play.
Handoff. Again, no, it's a play action, but the quarterback doesn't have anybody to go to, and he will be taken down. Give that sack to Jabril Woodall. Jabril Woodall on the sack.
Once again, field condition. I think he had a small lane to juke through, if you will, but he left his feet and allowed the sack to happen.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and long after a loss of a couple on the play.
Wow, that timeout totally changed this drive around.
Absolutely.
They were doing what they wanted to up until that timeout, and now they have gone strictly backwards since that timeout.
3rd and 17, they're going with a 2-by-2 set. Under 6 minutes to play before the half. Clinton up 7-6. McCullough looking to his right, throwing quickly to his right, and what a separation hit there. Great job by Jamarie Briscoe. The receiver had it, and by the time he tried to reel it in, Jamarie lit him up to separate him from the ball. 4th down.
He got decorated like a tree earlier.
And he gave it back.
Give some back. That's what I like right there.
Yeah, 13 brought it on that play. And it gave a nice little ooh and ah to the crowd here on the visitor side.
A little bit deep on that zone right there. It's probably what was called, but if he'd have been a little bit closer, he actually saw that route coming.
Could have picked it off,
And he was trying to jump and couldn't quite get there in time.
And so they're showing that they're going to go for it on 4th down. They got 4 receivers on the right side.
Ran a guy off to the sideline.
They did.
That should be an illegal substitution.
4 receivers to the right side. He's looking, stepping up in the pocket, scrambling. Flag on the play as he scrambles. He's at the 25, at the 20, taken down late. There is a flag on the play. He didn't get to the 1st down marker anyway, but there's also a holding penalty that is called against the Greenville Hornets. So we'll see what the decision is. You can obviously get the turnover on down if you just let it stand. Or if you want to accept it, you can back them up a little bit more and get you some better field position perhaps.
I wouldn't give the ball back to him. I would keep the ball. I wouldn't have possession of the ball and then turn around and let him have it back.
Holding is the call. Penalty is declined, so that's going to be a turnover on downs. And 1st and 10 for your Clinton Arrows. Again, that turnover is brought to you by Clinton YMCA. Once again, located at 400 Lindale Street in the city. They're open 7 days a week, offering gym, pool, camp, and other services. For more information, you can dial 601-924-5812. Good stop there by the Clinton Arrows. A little bit of a momentum shift here, if you will. Got off to a slow start, Jay. We've been kind of doing that. Jay White is showing me.
Says I'm following you. You just can't be tagged in photos, I guess. Must be the good life you're living. Life of a superstar.
Folks, I owe Jay White an apology. I just found out that this man has been following me the entire time, and I just berated him on live radio.
Yeah.
How many folks you think listen?
I drove 2 hours up here just to catch this.
Just to be with me.
Through all the flat. I drove the flat just to come up here and get this from you.
And what did you get in return?
This. From you.
This. Not this. This. First and 10.
Let's get some more points right before. We got a stoppage in play.
We do have a stoppage in play.
Before we could even get going. Well, that's not good. We called a timeout before we could even get going.
That will be another timeout. We'll take it with them, folks. You stay with us. You're listening to and watching Clinton Arrow football.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course, you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
Back out live here at Greenville High School as the Clinton Arrows lead 7-6 with 5:30 left to play. We're going pass on 1st and 10. Connected with Michael Hughes is Caleb Miller. He jukes inside, breaks a tackle, and he fumbles, and that's going to be recovered right in front of us by Greenville High. He picked up a lot of yardage, but then right at the end, Michael Hughes fumbled at the 47-yard line.
He took his helmet off on the field, too. You got to watch that.
And it goes right back to the Greenville Hornets.
Man, he put a good juke on, too. A little showtime right there.
Yes, he did. Great throw by Caleb. Michael caught it in stride on the out route. And, I mean, he picked up a bunch of rack
got stripped from behind. There. That's one of those things, you know, they tell you to keep it locked up tight because you can't have eyes in the back of your head, and that caught up to him right there. So now they're starting on the positive side of the field. We got to defend a lead here with 5 minutes to go in the first half. 7-6 Arrows with the lead.
Play action on 1st and 10 here. Nice little route in and out of the hands of the receiver Tyrone Williams. McCullough hit him. The tight end started on a quick out and then cut it right back inside. Good timing route there, just in and out of his hands.
Yeah. Just a little out into a slant.
Yeah.
Had good
unique
position.
Route, right?
And good, he ran it well. He got good position on our guy, and our the QB put it right on the money. Hit him right in the hands. Worst place you could hit him.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line. Option keeper here from McCullough. Cuts it inside. Will be taken down by Taiwan Alexander on the play, bringing up 3rd down. 3rd and 5 coming up.
The center needs to buy the quarterback a steak after this game tonight or tomorrow or sometime this weekend. Take him over to Tunica. Well, I guess they can't get in there. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Needs to take care of him because, I mean,
what about taking him over to Doe's?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
In a dozy place.
Come on now. You can do that here in Greenville.
Yeah.
Handoff. Goes to Coach. Coach fumbles. Ball on the ground. And this time it's picked up by Antonio Thompson. He's off to the races to the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Clinton Arrows.
Wow. Wow.
What a great job of just being alert right there and picking that ball up because there was a lot going on. He picked it up and just got some fantastic blocking down the sideline for a touchdown.
Heads up play by Antonio Thompson, the linebacker. Scoop and score. He had a couple of blockers in front of him, too. Didn't really need much of it because he turned on the afterburners. And, man, another momentum shift, and this time the Clinton Arrows made good on it.
That is something we have not done a whole lot of this year. Remember, we had a bunch of turnovers for points last year. Well, we created a bunch of turnovers and turned a bunch of them into points. And this year we haven't had a whole lot of that.
Another Live Oaks Golf Course touchdown there for us.
We played great defense all year.
Absolutely.
But we just, I mean, sometimes those things happen. A lot of it's circumstantial, but we just hadn't, we hadn't had to create a bunch of turnovers.
Late man coming on here for Clinton. Still plenty of time left on the play clock.
That was a long snapper for a minute.
Oops, I forgot. Carson Barefoot set to put the boot to it once again. Kick is up, kick is good, and so with 4:21 left to play in the second quarter. Your score, Clinton 14, Greenville 6. We'll take another commercial break. Stay with us, folks. This is Clinton Arrow Football.
Elite Physical Therapy wishes all the players a healthy and successful season. Elite is proud to serve the local community with multiple locations providing superior outpatient physical therapy and sports medicine services. Our centers specialize in post-op rehabilitation, manual therapy, concussion management, and orthopedics, providing patients convenient scheduling and access to care within 24 hours. If you suffered an injury, visit myelitept.com to find a center near you.
Back out live at Greenville High School. Your Arrows starting to take the momentum and take it for good, hopefully, here as we lead 14-6 over Greenville High School. 4:21 left to play before the half. Carson Barefoot set to kick it off. If you're just joining us, we just scored on a fumble recovery of about 48 yards, 52 yards, that is, by Antonio Thompson, linebacker for the Clinton Arrow defense. Carson Barefoot set to kick this one off. Kickoff's brought to you by Mississippi Sports Medicine, 6 locations statewide, 3 in the metro. They got everything for you. ER services, nutrition services, urgent ortho care. They got it all. And right now, Greenville has a nice return going before he is popped and pushed out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Greenville Weston 1st and 10.
And this is one of those things, the footing on the field is so fragile that you get a lot of guys kind of like walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
And defensively, I mean, that could put you in a bind. A guy could slip, and then all of a sudden, the guy's got a whole bunch of pasture in front of him. And so, you see defenders that are kind of being cognizant of that fact and being really careful. And a lot of times when you play defense carefully, it puts you in a bad spot. So you're kind of messed up either way.
All right, so 1st and 10.
They're running a guy on late here.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. They're going to go trips left, shotgun formation. One long receiver out to the right side. Coach in the backfield, McCullough. McCullough throwing, going to the screen route to Coach. Coach has got a blocker and space.
My goodness.
Bounces it back inside. Breaks the tackle. He's at the 40. Spins out of it. Cuts it back. And he fumbles again. Ball on the ground. And Clinton is on it. Clinton recovers. Jabril Woodall on the fumble recovery after a long screen play by Greenville.
Again, just great awareness right there. On the back end of that play, you look like he's got 15 or 20 yards and rolling up and down the field, but somebody got an arm in there, and somebody was quick enough to just get on it, rather. Huge turnover there.
And I tell you what, they got away with a hold, too, again, right there.
And Coach is getting an earful from his coach. He's saying, man, you can make all the plays in the world. You broke 17 tackles, but you left the ball on the deck once again. That's his third fumble of the game. He's just been able to recover one of them.
I think it's the same talk that 12 got on our sideline a few minutes ago.
That's right. So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Handoff goes to Jeremy Mack around the right side. Caleb Miller, the quarterback, giving him a good block. He bounces it back inside. And then again back to the outside. He will pick up the first down after a 12-yard gain.
Man, I love it. I love it.
His dancing machine, number 2 is.
Oh, I love what our quarterback's doing, man.
Yeah.
He is sealing the edge on a bunch of these plays. It's phenomenal.
For the folks that are watching on the live stream, you can see it. But, again, to the folks at home listening to us on the radio, you got to appreciate the fact that we run this quick pitch that goes to the tailback, fullback in front of him, and the quarterback is leading the charge after he pitches it back. I mean, he spins out of there quickly, and he is leading the charge in the blocking game. Same play. Jeremy Mack bounces, dances, fighting for at least a yard of the line of scrimmage, and maybe he gets a yard on first down.
In soccer, they call that work rate.
I like it.
And his is high. He's got a high work rate.
In the NBA, they call it the usage rate.
Yep.
And he's got a high one in that, too. Especially that he plays both sides of the ball.
The Warriors are looking for help.
Yes, they are. They could use just about anybody right now. How the mighty have fallen on the West Coast. Nice new arena, though.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Handoff goes to Montavious Warren. Greenville ready for it on that one.
Man, were they?
They sniffed that one out. I think they hugged him as he was getting the handoff.
Right. I mean, it's like he literally had a hand on him from a Greenville player as he took the handoff. I don't even know how that's possible.
Yeah, gain of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Ball is going to be spotted at the 36-yard line.
All right, a 3rd and long right here. What do you do, Ray? Do you try to break this up? I mean, it's one of those too close to punt, too long to kick things. Do you try to break this up into 2 plays, the yardage you need?
They've had
or
the
do
opportunity.
You get aggressive? You still got one-on-one coverage on the far end with EJ.
It is lone coverage. They go with the option. Caleb racing around the outside after he pulled it. He's stretching, lowers the shoulder, lowers the boom, pushed out of bounds, and I believe he did get that first down. Yes, he did. Went out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's more than enough for another UMMC first down.
And he lost his footing a couple of times trying to get to the corner. If we're playing on a not synthetic necessarily, but just a fair weather field.
Sure.
And he would have got to that corner earlier, and he'd have had a lot more space than
could have planted his feet and made the move early.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was kicking up dirt like a racehorse.
Absolutely.
Man, the late third, fourth quarter, this is going to be,
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be mud wrestling out here is what we're going to have.
1st and 10. We're going play action right here. Caleb looking. Got time. Throwing a quick strike over to EJ. EJ catches it. Stiff arms a defender. Breaks that tackle and picks up about 15, maybe even 16 on the play. You hear the oohs and ahs because he just stiff-armed, baptized the young man, if you will.
Now, look, if they call holding at any point in this game, that's a miracle because I don't know if they called holding on us. I don't see flags. Well, there's one on the corner. Our left tackle grabbed their guy and literally yanked him to the ground and then landed on him. So I hope they missed it because I didn't see it during the course of the play.
Right.
I'm going to say if they don't call that, and then the 2 times that they've held us on long plays, then the holding is, you know what? Go into business for yourself if you're in the trenches because they ain't going to call it tonight. But
and they did call the holding. That'll back us up.
That one was too blatant.
That'll
too
back
obvious.
us up 10 yards. We'll have to do it again.
If I was a coach on their sideline, and if they didn't call that, I'd be like, here's a knife. Just stab me, please.
So we were close, Jay. We were inside the red zone after that with 1:27 left to play. And now we got to back it up a little bit, man. And so we're out of striking distance right now. We're still good, but we have 1:27 left to play here before the half with your Arrows leading 14-6 over Greenville.
Still got that one-on-one out on the edge every single time. Good grief, where are they saying the hold took place? It's like
it's first in Greenwood.
Right. I was going to say something like Arcola.
Okay.
All
right.
Bentonia or something like that.
Nice.
Rolling Fork.
Oh.
But you got it.
I got it.
First in Greenwood.
They brought us all the way back to the 38-yard line, so we'll have to do it again on first down. Quick pitch goes to Jeremy Mack around the left side. 3 blockers in front, and he lowers his shoulder. He'll be taken down at the 29-yard line. Good pickup there on first down, almost back to the halfway point.
We have 1 timeout left. I want to say this.
Yeah.
We've played, and we just called that last timeout.
Yeah.
We've played in some highfalutin places this year.
No question.
Some high-dollar programs.
Absolutely.
That ain't worried about how many timeouts is left on the scoreboard or the down or the distance, including our own home stadium. But I'm telling y'all right now, Greenville got all parts of their scoreboard working, and I am here for it.
That's how Jay knew they used it last time out because he watched it go from 1 to 0 on the clock.
They got the little ball possession thing.
Yeah, they got all that.
On the right side, they got the down in the distance, the yard marker. Somebody over there is getting paid in hot dogs.
Shout out to the good folks at Greenville High to keep us up to date on what the down and distance is, on what the clock says, all of that good stuff, man. We got some good friends across the way from Greenville High School.
I don't know them people.
Well,
I don't know them.
Well, dang, Jay White. Well, dang.
I mean,
that's it's too late. No, it's too late. That's cold. That's too late.
I don't know those people.
That's too late.
I follow you on.
Nah, don't follow me.
I follow you on Instagram.
Oh, you do. You do. I'm sorry. You do. Pistol formation on second down. 2nd and 17 coming up here. Caleb rolling to his left.
They're looking for it.
Throwing over the middle. Right into the hands of E.J. Mason. Wasn't intended for him. You could tell he was going to Chris McLaurin, but hey, over his head. But E.J. said, I got you covered, man. And that's another UMMC first down.
Hurry on down there. Got to hurry on down there.
Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. We're right at 59 seconds to play before halftime.
We'll take that.
Absolutely. Clock ticks. 55 now showing on the clock. Arrows breaking the huddle. Power I formation. E.J. Mason out to the right side, but he's tight. Pitch goes to Mack. Bounces it inside. Falling forward. Breaking tackles. Easily crosses in for 6. Touchdown, Arrows.
Takes it in for the Arrows.
Man, I'll tell you what, that could be a backbreaker right there.
4 Arrows.
Right before the half, right?
Right before the half. And if you're Greenville, the way you have to look at it is as well as they've played in this first half, and for as much of the momentum as they've had in different times in this first half, you go into the locker room, you're down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's a life. That's a life, or that'll suck the life out of you. Whatever I'm trying to say. It's not good. It makes you feel bad is what I'm trying to get to.
Kick is up, and once again, Carson Barefoot having no problem on the soggy surface. 21-6 your score, 37 seconds left to play before the half. We'll take a quick commercial break. Arrows lead. You stay with us, folks. This is Clinton Arrow Football.
The YMCA is what you make it, so make it your own.
My Y is a Pilates reformers class, Bible study, and someone to watch the kids.
My Y is a workout that gives me spirit, mind, and body.
My Y is a community where everyone fits in.
My Y is a summer camp and a place to have fun after school. And a place to take archery, tumbling, and taekwondo. Hiya!
You can go anywhere and do anything. So why not the Y, where you make a difference?
Get involved today at your Clinton, Flowood, and Reservoir Y, or visit us at metroymcams.org.
Your Clinton Arrows leading the Hornets 21-6, 37 seconds left to play before halftime. Jeremy Mack with his second touchdown of the game. This one coming from about 6 yards out. And so now Mack has 2 touchdowns and a pick, all in the first half, Jay White.
He's challenging their trumpet player for the WJT
Yes,
player of the game.
I was just about to say it.
But it's almost halftime, and that guy's going to start. He's going to try to show out again.
He's about to step out here in just a minute
Right.
during the Chick-fil-A halftime
He's been
show.
challenged.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Carson Barefoot puts the boot to it. It's a short one. It's an angled one. Fielded at the 17. Pitch back to Simmons. Simmons cuts up to the left side. Great open field tackle right there by Chase Moore.
Let's go.
Not bad at all there, young man. Chase Moore on the tackle.
All right, nurse this thing to halftime. Don't let nothing wild and crazy happen right here. I wonder if we're going to have an extended halftime. There's a whole bunch of pomp and circumstance looking stuff over there in the corner of the end zone. This is their senior night, and they did not do senior night stuff before the game.
So it's coming now.
I imagine we might have a 45-minute or so halftime. I hope not.
30 seconds left to play before the half. When we get to that Chick-fil-A halftime show, Jay White and I will give you some scores from across the metro. We'll even let you listen in on senior night here in Greenville.
You got story time?
I do have story time, absolutely. McCullough back to pass. They're going with the quick screen to Simmons. Simmons spins out of a tackle. Great move by 6 right there. He will break another tackle, spins out of another one. Man, he is absolute spin cycle, but he could not break the tackle of one Tyree Carr.
Man, let me tell you something. Mark the time on the live stream on this play.
Yeah.
And go find Jabril Woodall, number 91.
Yeah.
Look at the effort that guy put on this play.
Absolutely. He actually rushed the quarterback. The screen went over his head. He turned around and chased.
Before that, he dropped off.
Yeah.
He saw that a screen was coming.
Yeah.
He dropped off a coverage, backed up, nearly tipped the pass, and then nearly made the tackle right at the point of the reception.
That's right.
The guy spun around and threw a couple of guys, and then he chased him down as he was doing all this other gyrating and juking and jiving. And I think if he didn't make the tackle, he was right there at the point of the tackle.
Yeah, that's a defensive lineman doing everything you heard Jay White just say. He's a big man, Jabril Woodall, 6 foot, 250-pound junior. He's the real deal, man. He showed awesome effort on that play. Nobody expected him to be near that tackle, but yet he did not give up on that play from start to finish.
It'll be fun to see what he can do next year.
Absolutely.
As a senior. I mean, he's already a no doubt impact guy as a junior.
All right, so we got a freshman in the game now, Kenzavian Scott, number 93, in a nose tackle, and he's bigger than Jabril Woodall. Goodness, he's bigger than DeAndre Kevin and Jabril Woodall. Quick strike, just over the head of Simmons, the receiver. There was a little bit of miscommunication right there.
They have a timeout left. It is 3rd and 1 it's going to be now, so... All right, you get this first down here, then you use your timeout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get at least you get more downs to try to throw it down the field or whatever. I don't know. Who knows what they'll do?
13 seconds left to play before the half. You heard Jay say it, 3rd and 1, a very short one at that. 3 receiver set. Actually, 4 receiver set, 2 by 2. Shotgun formation. McCullough takes a snap. Looking, throwing, high down the sideline. Just overshot his receiver, and that will bring up 4th down. Great coverage there by Robin Gray on the play.
It was good coverage. A little contact there between the two of them, but no more the one than the other. And it was overthrown anyway, so
yeah,
no harm, no foul on that one. Now you got a 4th and 1.
4th and 1 coming up.
And they're on their own 39.
Greenville
and a half-yard zone.
Yeah, Greenville saying they see no reason to punt it. They haven't done it all night, right?
7 seconds left.
7 seconds left to play in the game. 4th and 1.
In the half. Still got more.
They got a lot of late guys coming on here.
They're not sure what is happening.
Yeah, we're believing. I believe we're in the prevent some form of. You got EJ out there playing free safety, so I think they're going to go over the top again.
4 receivers to the left side. McCullough looking to his left, stepping up in the pocket, avoiding pressure. Throws on the run to Simmons. Simmons will go out of bounds, but there's no time left on the clock, and that will bring the end to the first half. And after 2, Clinton leads Greenville 21-6. We'll take a commercial break. When you come back, we're going into the Chick-fil-A halftime show. You stay with us, folks. This is Clinton Arrow Football.
Live Oaks Golf Club. Best value in Jackson. Our twilight rates of $25 include a cart Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday after 1 p.m., Sunday after 2 p.m., and all day Tuesday and Thursday. Mark your calendars for our club tournaments sponsored by Pearl River Resort, the Stall 2-man 4-ball, and the College Kickoff 3-person Scramble. For more information or to book a tee time, contact the Pro Shop 601-982-1231. Also ask about hosting your next tournament or outing.
We at Clinton Refrigeration Services hope you're feeling Warmulous today. The word Warmulous is defined as that cozy, toasty feeling you can only get with a Lennox home comfort system. Right now, Clinton Refrigeration Services is offering up to $1,600 in rebates or 0% financing for 60 months on qualifying Lennox systems. So call or text us today at 601-924-5676 or visit us at lennoxdealer.com/Clinton Refrigeration or on Facebook at Clinton Refrigeration Service. Feeling Warmulous? It's just another way we make you feel better. Your friends at Chick-fil-A in Clinton want to know, have you tried the new Chick-fil-A One app? With this new fun app, customers will be able to order or scan to earn points with every purchase. Redeem your points for an available reward of your choice and receive additional benefits by reaching higher membership tiers. So download the Chick-fil-A One app today. And as always, go Arrows from Chick-fil-A in Clinton.
Hey, Mark Wilson, Wilson's Tire and Auto Service, home of the Yellow Bug, where we have the lowest price and the best warranty on Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. Free road hazard on most all tires. How can we do that? Been here at the same location 37 years, same man, low overhead. That's how we do it. We give you that free road hazard. Come see us at Wilson's Tire, home of the Yellow Bug, 310 Clinton Boulevard, 924-0012.
Scoggins Incorporated serves the Jackson metro area with landscape design, maintenance, hardscape construction, and functional services such as drainage, lighting, and irrigation systems. For over 16 years, our focus on customer service, professionalism, safety, and service offerings make us an excellent choice for your outdoor projects. Call Scogginscapes at 601-924-2869 or visit us on the web at scogginscapes.com to make your green spaces and outdoor places a reality.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Merit Health.
Alongside Jay White, I am Ray Coleman. Halftime here in the city of Greenville as the Hornets are taking care of their senior festivities right now. It's senior night here at Greenville, so they're honoring the football players. Looks like some of the band members as well here on senior night. The score here in Greenville, 21-6, the Arrows leading the Hornets. Jeremy Mack has 2 touchdowns on the night thus far. He also has a pick on the defensive side of the ball. The other touchdown coming on a fumble, scoop and score by Antonio Thompson of our defense, the linebacker, scoring from about 52 yards out to give us the 21-6 lead over Greenville. Greenville scored first in this one, Jay White. They looked like they had a little bit of momentum to give to us.
They did.
And the rest of the way, though, it's been all Arrows.
They really had things going well, and then at one point after they scored their touchdown, there was a series of things that happened consecutively. On their touchdown pass, they had unsportsmanlike conduct, and then on the extra point, I don't know if it was called or if it was circumstantial, but they wound up trying to fake the extra point attempt, and that went awry. And so now you've got a penalty that you're going to have assessed on your kickoff, and you missed the extra point, which made have them only scoring 6 instead of 7.
Sure.
And then after that, they try an onside kick and they don't get it. So bang, 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 back-to-back situations where I can understand they have nothing to lose.
Sure, absolutely.
And I can see why they're going for broke, but it's like the people that always want. Like that one school in Arkansas where the guy never punts or never kicks field goals.
Yeah, goes for on 4th down every time. Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I understand the want to do that, but there is a time and a place. Even if you're a gambling-style team, there's a time and a place to be aggressive, and then there's a time and a place where it could just backfire on you at an overwhelmingly negative rate. And that was probably the wrong time to try that extra point, and it led us right back into the game. And basically from that point, we've held the momentum for all of maybe one drive where their tailback, who's had a pretty good game, but except for the fact that he's put the ball on the ground three times in the first half.
Wow.
After a long play where he gained a bunch of yards, got hit from behind, the ball went way up in the air. We picked it up and later turned it into a touchdown.
You made a promise to your community, and Bank Plus stands beside you. It's a shared promise to lend a hand, to build, to work, to invest yourself, to make a difference. You made a promise, and so did we. To Mississippi, to each other. Bank Plus. It's more than a name, it's a promise. Member FDIC.
Do you want to make a professional appearance at community and corporate events? Home Specialty and Apparel can help. Travel wear, casual apparel, polos, dress shirts, outerwear, caps, totes, garment bags, and more, all embroidered with your logo. Call Derek or Jared at 601-925-1353 to schedule your corporate consultation or visit our showroom. Make your best first impression with apparel from Home Specialty and Apparel, 120 East Northside Drive in Clinton. Call 601-925-1353. That's 601-925-1353.
Jay White, let me tell you, has been on a roll over here with this insight from the first half.
Man, you missed it all.
And Uncle Beeve, just in his own special way, without like killing our souls, is like, yeah, I've lost y'all. Uncle Beeve is our producer. I mean, if you know Uncle Beeve from 105.9 The Zone, man, he does it all. Great dude, but he just did not want to kill our souls by being like, hey, man, everything that you're saying right now, nobody's hearing.
Well, he's disconnected from us, so he had to text us.
It's true. It's true. It's true, but at least he didn't say, I hope y'all aren't saying great things over there because nobody's hearing.
Oh, because we were.
Because we were rolling. Now, I would like to repeat it.
And I can't remember.
He can't remember a thing. Listen, you're inside the Chick-fil-A halftime show. That's the most important thing. And what I want you to know is you can visit their Clinton location on Highway 80. You can download the app. You can skip the lines. You can earn points for free food. I know that to be true because my wife took advantage of the great deal that was right in front of her on her app. Free chicken minis. I've seen it. I've experienced it.
You've seen it.
I've seen it, experienced it. Free chicken sandwich.
Sandwich.
Okay, sandwich wherever you're from. All right. Free dessert too, man. Free dessert. I got that in my inbox. Free dessert.
What's this?
You can get a cookie. You can get ice cream, all of that. But you have to download the app to start earning those points for free food. I mean, who doesn't like free food? You're going to go to Chick-fil-A anyway, so why not take advantage of the deals? You're going to do it.
Right.
Jay White, I'm not going to ask you to assess the first half again. I just want you to give me the.
I can always.
But I just want you to give me. I want you to give me the high points of what you liked from the home team in the first half.
The home team.
The home team. I mean us, Jay White, the Clinton Arrows.
Well, we're the visitors. We created turnovers, which were we haven't done that a whole lot this year, and we scored points off of one turnover. Immediately, we turned a turnover into points, and then we took the second turnover and later scored off of it. So, and that's the difference in the game right now. 21-6. Our first touchdown. Thanks to them trying an onside kick and giving us a short field. So, a lot of this stuff is self-inflicted. Greenville played a pretty inspired first half of football, but the stuff that we've benefited from. Now, we've taken advantage of situations. I don't want to make it sound like we've just fallen backward into a 21-6 lead, but Greenville dictated to us an easy path or an easier path or an accessible path to get to where we are in this game right now. So, there you go.
All right, there it is. Jay White on the scene, giving it to us. Like he always does.
Doing their senior night thing here at halftime.
They are doing their senior night thing.
And it's not just players. They got dancers and band people.
Band members.
And cheerleaders, I guess.
It's a little different to see it done at halftime because the players are normally in the locker room clearly making second half adjustments, but not the seniors. They're being honored tonight. As well they should be. We're just used to seeing it in the beginning of the game.
Don't fumble. That's their halftime adjustment.
Wow. Let me give you some stats.
And then the players say, well, look, hey, we won't fumble if you don't try an onside kick when we have the lead again.
Wow.
And then it's fixed.
Jay White is just full of it all tonight.
Great.
First half stats for you on the Clinton side of things, of course. 12 carries for Jeremy Mack for 62 yards. And like I said, he's got those two touchdowns, one from a yard out and one from 6 yards out. Montavious Warren has 6 carries on the day, 24 yards in the first half. Caleb Miller has 3 carries. He has 39 yards. And then Torrey Johnson had 2 carries early on for 9 yards. In the passing game, 1 for 3 is Caleb Miller, 1 for 3 for 24 yards. And, of course, 24 yards, the reception goes to E.J. Mason. So that is the one completion from 18 to 3. On the defensive side of the ball, we got some good stuff, man. Antonio Thompson has 3 tackles, and, of course, that fumble recovery from 50 yards out, the scoop and score. So he's credited with a defensive touchdown. Jeremy Mack has an interception to go along with his 2 touchdowns. How about this? Chase Moore has 4 tackles out there on the outside, making things happen. Fumble recovery also credited to my man Jabril Woodall. He has a tackle as well. Taiwan Alexander has a tackle. Robin Gray has 2 tackles. Antonio Thompson, like I said, has 3 tackles and a touchdown off a fumble recovery. Dante Tripp has a tackle. And then we have Kenzavian, the freshman. Kenzavian Scott has 2 tackles and a sack. So the freshman, the baby getting in there, getting some work done, right?
Absolutely.
Getting some good work done at that. Jamaria Briscoe has 2 tackles. And Tyree Carr has 2 tackles as well to run. And Chris Fowler, of course, has a tackle in the special teams game. So those are your stats here inside the Chick-fil-A halftime show. The Arrows had a little bit of trouble with offsides penalties being called. All 3 of our penalties from the first half credited to offsides against the Arrow defensive line. So those are your stats from the first half, and that's how it goes.
We got that cleaned up, but then they kind of, I don't know if we adjusted or if they stopped trying to go for it.
So what we will do now, since we still got senior night festivities going on, we'll take a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll give you some scores from around the Magnolia State, including some Rankin County Showdown, Madison County Showdown. We got it all for you. Some scores from around the state. First half action here. Once again, Clinton leading Greenville 21-6 in the Delta. You stay with us, folks. You're inside the Chick-fil-A halftime show. This is Clinton Arrow Football.
Scoggins Incorporated serves the Jackson metro area with landscape design, maintenance, hardscape construction, and functional services such as drainage, lighting, and irrigation systems. For over 16 years, our focus on customer service, professionalism, safety, and service offerings make us an excellent choice for your outdoor projects. Call Scogginscapes at 601-924-2869 or visit us on the web at scogginscapes.com to make your green spaces and outdoor places a reality.
Seeing well plays a big role in helping you read well. That's why it's not a minute too soon for students of all ages to schedule an eye exam with Dr. Bobby C. Pankey and Associates in Clinton, Richland, or Flora. They can also help you with a great selection of frames, lenses, and contacts, all at affordable prices. See well, read well, do well. For all your back-to-school eye care needs, visit Optical 2000, Clinton, Richland, and Flora. Click to call a clinic near you at optical-2000.com.
Open Wednesdays in Flora.
For taco fans in need of a fix, Fuzzy's Taco Shop fires up some of the freshest flavors faster than you can say, for real? Our patio is the perfect place to post up, pour a pint, pique your appetite, or powwow with your pals post 9 to 5. Our frozen margaritas are rockin', nachos, top-notchin', and the best part, we can cater your party's every need. Order our tacos at Fajita Bar with our famous chips and queso. Stop by your local Clinton Fuzzy's Taco Shop today on the Parkway.
First United Methodist Church supports the Clinton Arrows in all their sporting and academic endeavors. We support our schools in the belief that education increases the quality of life for us all. Clinton First United Methodist offers opportunities on Sunday morning for us to gather at 10 o'clock. We invite you to come and visit with us on Highway 80. We have a place for you, and all that's left to do is for you to put your name on it. We believe once you visit, you'll find a place for yourself in this community. I'm John Moore, lead pastor for Clinton First United Methodist Church, inviting you to help us make Clinton a better place.
From everyone at Indian Lanes, way to go Arrows on that awesome field goal. After the game, let the fun continue with bowling, arcade games, billiards, and more. Be sure to book your next birthday party in the Inflatable Jump Zone. Indian Lanes, located at 815 East Northside Drive in Clinton, Mississippi. Let's win this, Arrows.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course, you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
Back inside the Chick-fil-A halftime show. Senior night still going on here in the city of Greenville. For the Hornets, of course. But our Arrows are leading, spoiling things a little bit. 21-6 is your score at the half as we have an extended halftime here in the city of Greenville. Jay White got some scores from across the Magnolia State tonight.
I do 22-6 at halftime. The OGs lead Pearl 14-6 or 14-0. That says in the first. I've actually got one here 28-0 Oak Grove, with 32 seconds left in the second quarter.
How about that?
Oh, zoinks.
Wow.
Brandon leads Northwest Rankin. Some more zoinks here, 35-0 in the second. And Madison Central leads Georgetown here, as it says on my sheet. Oh, wait, G-Town. Germantown. Got it.
Oh, if it's G-Town to you, that's fine.
16-7. Madison Central leads Germantown 16-7 in the second quarter.
How about that?
I did see a... Oh, okay.
What else you got?
35.
Come on with it.
No. It was the Brandon score. You already had it on there, so there you go.
Oh, man.
Louisville leads Kosciuszko 42-7 at halftime. And that's, I got us all caught up from what I can find on my Twitter
From what
feed.
you could find?
On my Twitter feed.
Okay.
No, here we go. North Panola leads Holly Springs 45-0.
There's one.
In the second.
There's one.
Holly Springs.
I think I saw my St. Joe Bruins are up 14-0 at the half over Riverside.
Oh, then is it? Are they at Riverside? If so, they're close up here.
If you're wondering where here is, we're in the Delta tonight, and it's chilly. So chilly that Todd DeMove, working the sideline, said he had to come in and thaw the old toes out because it's a little cold down there. If you're not running routes and warming the feet up, might get a little.
It's a little cold.
It is a little cold.
There's nothing to stop the heat. I mean the cold, because it's all flat.
It's all flat up here in the Delta, as you well know.
That's just my meteorological assessment.
Okay, that's Todd DeMuth on the sidelines. He was just standing behind us like 2 seconds ago. Did he teleport down there?
I saw that he left a second ago.
Todd, did you jump off the the press box onto the field?
It's got a portable elevator.
That's right. I went down through the portal, the transfer portal.
He transferred from the press box to the field as the Clinton Arrows are back out on the sideline.
Transfer portal.
Going over to the end zone to warm up. We got 1:30 showing on the clock, but I believe they're going to run right through that. They got about 10 more seniors that they're going to acknowledge here in Greenville here on senior night. And the rest of them are band members. So everybody's going to get acknowledged for senior night, rightly so. In the meantime, the players will warm up in the end zone and prepare to do second half battle. Jay, what are your keys, if anything, to the second half for the Clinton Arrows?
For the Arrows, stay opportunistic on defense. I would love to see us to continue creating turnovers and trying to score off turnovers again. I would like to see a little bit more aggression with our offense.
Yep.
With a 21-6 lead, throw the ball a little bit.
You can afford to take a shot or two, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Throw it down the field a little bit. See if we can get EJ out of space. He's one-on-one in virtually every single play. So if we can pass block, if we can make space for Caleb, then we should be able to do that. It should be fine. So that's it. And it's getting colder.
Yeah.
They've sat through what is and is still going a very long halftime. And so stay warm. Try to stay engaged in the game somehow or another. They're doing stretches down here on their half of the field over here.
All right.
That's it. Stay engaged.
All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break as the party continues here in the city of Greenville. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be here for a minute. But you stay with us, folks. You are listening to and watching Clinton Arrow football. Arrows lead at the half inside the Chick-fil-A halftime show.
Elite Physical Therapy wishes all the players a healthy and successful season. Elite is proud to serve the local community with multiple locations providing superior outpatient physical therapy and sports medicine services. Our centers specialize in post-op rehabilitation, manual therapy, concussion management, and orthopedics, providing patients convenient scheduling and access to care within 24 hours. If you suffered an injury, visit myelitept.com to find a center near you.
The YMCA is what you make it, so make it your own.
My Y is a Pilates reformers class, Bible study, and someone to watch the kids.
My Y is a workout that gives me spirit, mind, and body.
My Y is a community where everyone fits in.
My Y is a summer camp and a place to have fun after school. And a place to take archery, tumbling, and taekwondo. Hiya!
You can go anywhere and do anything. So why not the Y, where you make a difference?
Get involved today at your Clinton, Flowood, and Reservoir Y, or visit us at metroymcams.org.
Live Oaks Golf Club, best value in Jackson. Our twilight rates of $25 include a cart Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday after 1 p.m., Sunday after 2 p.m., and all day Tuesday and Thursday. Mark your calendars for our club tournaments sponsored by Pearl River Resort, the Stall 2-man 4-ball, and the College Kickoff 3-person Scramble. For more information or to book a tee time, contact the Pro Shop, 601-982-1231. Also ask about hosting your next tournament or outing.
All right, back out live here at Greenville High School, and we have head coach Judd Boswell joining us now with Todd DeMuth. Todd, go for it.
Coach, you got a natural grass field here. It's kind of torn up a little bit. You overcame some mistakes in the first half pretty early. What are your thoughts on the first half, and what did you tell your gentlemen to do in the second half?
Number one, we knew it was going to be a bad turf. We knew it was going to be slippery. Right off the bat, we fumbled, and, that can't happen. Second half, we got to make sure that we keep the ball in front of us defensively because they're going to take some shots and control the football on the offensive side and get out and get a score or two. And hopefully we can put this one away, but we got to play hard.
Roger that. And it seems like Greenville's not a team that just came out here to give up. They're going to bring some athletes and they're going to bring some plays. What did you see out of them?
Yeah, absolutely. Number 5, the quarterback, he had been hurt for about 3 or 4 weeks. He hadn't played. He's a tremendous athlete, and anytime Six gets the ball in his hands, that dude is a highlight reel in itself. So they got some really good athletes that we got to pay attention to make sure that we're in the right spots. And, I think we're in the right spot down here on the touchdown pass they threw earlier. He made one heck of a catch, and that cat is fast. So we got to make sure that we play a little bit deeper on that guy.
Good luck in second half, Coach.
Thank you.
There you go, gentlemen.
Appreciate you, Todd. Head coach Judd Boswell giving you the goods in the first half, and we are all set to get
my
things
guy
going.
Todd at Sudafed. clear out that chest or the head, one or the other.
Man, it's
that
a
nose,
cold one. It's a cold one out there,
yeah.
man. And everybody can't hang out around that heater, although they're trying to. Right now, some of the trainers are hanging out around it, but as the players make their way back to the sideline, I imagine they're going to have to get that up a little bit. Second half action about to begin. Senior night is over here at Greenville High School.
And they get the ball first.
They do get the ball first. Arrows scored to close out the first half. Second touchdown run of the night for Jeremy Mack. So all the momentum belongs to us right now. That was an extended break, but we'll see how things go as we begin second half of play.
An extended break.
Yeah. You like that?
Yes, that was an extended break, you could say.
But, hey, it's done. It's done, and now the officials have broke their huddle, did their little 1, 2, 3 team deal. You know how you put your hands on
That's right.
See, the officials are a team, too. They have, little rah-rah moments, right?
Okay.
No? Okay. All right. Okay, good talk. Okay, so, as we've said before, Clinton received to begin the first half, so they'll be kicking this thing off here in the second. Back deep for the Greenville Hornets.
Madison Central has gone ahead of Germantown 16-7. It was 9-7 at one point. That's what you had.
Yeah, that's okay. I was
looking at the score.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
I was looking at the tweet about the score.
The important thing is you're keeping us abreast of the score that we want to know, Jay.
Right.
Because if Madison Central wins tonight, then the Clinton Arrows are eliminated from postseason play. So, no, it's okay.
Now, I see what I have here is a tweet by this one guy that says Germantown trails Madison Central by 6 points heading into the half.
Okay.
But doesn't put the score.
Of course not.
So now I'm trying to do math. It was 17-6, and they scored a touchdown.
Now you're trying to figure it out.
17 said 9.
Carson Barefoot set to kick it off. Moving right to left now on your radio dial, listening device, however you are joining us. We do appreciate it, by the way. Simmons will field this one cleanly at the 10-yard line. He's out to the 20, 25, left sideline 30, 40, 45, 50, 45 before he's taken out of bounds by Dante Tripp. But he has already gotten his team on the positive side of the field in the opening kickoff, and Greenville Weston let you know about it.
They are not Weston anymore. Stop doing that.
Folks, for anybody who's listening that has family in Greenville, tell them it is not intentional, all right? I don't know.
Years of training.
It's just years of I can't get it out of my system.
Right.
I worked in television for 10 years, and they were always Greenville Weston to me. And I'm just a Mississippi boy anyway, so they've always been Greenville
Weston.
Weston.
Like my dad over here calling them the Baltimore Colts.
Yeah, or calling them Jackson Callaway, right? Like, you don't have to say that. You don't have to say that.
That's for AP purposes.
No, you don't have to say that, though. And here I am. Now I'm old, right?
Right.
And I'm saying Greenville Weston, and it's just plain old Greenville. Greenville Hornets 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. McCullough hands it off to Coates. A long delay on the handoff. He's got arrows all around him. He lowers his shoulder, and what should have been a loss of about 5, he somehow got a yard or 2 out of that.
Looked like the ball almost – he got hit. Looked like the ball almost came out. It got a late jump because they're kind of in the middle of the field where it's all chopped up, and when the tailback started, he had to kind of do a Fred Flintstone.
Fred Flintstone, Barney and Rubble toe touch move,
yeah,
if you will.
kind of had to do the chopping the feet to start the car. That's what he had to kind of do right there. 16-10 is the score. Madison Central leads Germantown at halftime.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Coates around the left side now. Slips, loses his footing, and he will be down after a gain of 1. He tried to cut inside, and everything underneath him, the earth said, no, sir.
I don't know if running between the tackles is a good idea.
At least not in that area.
Yeah, especially. And it's in direct midfield, it almost looks like it's okay, but on each side of the Greenville G logo.
That's right.
So between like the 30 and the 45 on each side is really chewed up.
That'll bring up 3rd and 7. McCullough back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket, throwing to his right side, and he will connect with his receiver, and that is enough for a first down. Good throw, good catch there by Jordan Johnson.
Good route, good throw, good catch. They're really good at those timing routes.
Yeah,
those
they
comebacks.
are. Yeah. And listen, for what it's worth, man, the quarterback, Mr. Ty Mitchell McCullough, he's had to handle some awful snaps, and he is throwing this thing on the money. And I'm sure that ball isn't dry when it's coming into his hands either, Jay.
TMM.
How about that? 1st and 10 for the Hornets. McCullough hands it off to Coates. Coates lowering the shoulder. He will be taken down by a host of arrows. First on the scene, though, is Dante Tripp. Credit 4 on the tackle.
I like the idea. But, yeah, I don't know if they're going to get – at this point, I mean, it's tough to run up the middle against Clinton anyway.
That's right.
Our defensive front has been really, really good all season long. Then you put the funky track they're on top of it, and it's just not a – I mean, I understand the want to, the idea. They almost drew us offside.
Tried to draw us offsides right there. Nice job by the Arrows holding off. McCullough changing the play. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 3 if you count the tight end, 1 lone receiver out to the right. Coates in the backfield with him. Play clock under 5, excuse me. High snap, he fields it cleanly. Throws the slant route, in and out of the hands, picked off by the safety, Tyree Carr. Carr's on the move at the 30. Reaches past the offensive lineman at midfield now, and is pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Picked off. Clinton Arrows get the turnover.
Well, great job right there. Got a guy, jumped the route, got there to contact right as the ball arrived, caused the receiver to mishandle it, hopped right up in the air, and that's the worst thing you can have if you're a quarterback or a receiver, is when a ball is mishandled and it pops straight up in the air.
Yeah.
You get a safety jump right on it, and then get a big return on top of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
That's the old tip drill that you practice every day, though.
Absolutely.
It goes into the air. You got to make a play on it, and credit Tyree Carr on that interception. 10 gets his name in the ledger for a pick. And we will take over at the 40-yard line. Quick pitch now goes to Torrey Johnson in the backfield. Johnson dancing, falling forward. He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards on first down. As the Greenville Hornets band goes full-on Jackson State University Sonic Boom of the South.
I think they drank a shot of B12 at halftime.
They got it working for sure here in the city of Greenville tonight, but they're trailing 21-6 with 8:30 to play in the third quarter. 35-yard line of where this ball is spotted on second down. Handoff goes up the middle to Montavious Warren. He's got one man to beat. He's at the 20, at the 10, at the 5, outruns everybody. Fullback dive, touchdown.
That was a great call.
Wow.
That was a great call, and it was beautifully executed.
Right up the middle on the fullback give out of the option, and I mean he was untouched. Going 35 for 6.
He was 5 yards past the line of scrimmage before anybody knew what happened.
Wow.
You got to credit Caleb Miller for getting that ball off in time. They handed that ball off before anybody knew what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Carson barefoot out now to attempt the extra point. That kick is up. Clearly it's good. And quickly out of the gates in the second half, the Arrows get on the board. Once again, we lead 28-6. 8:20 left to play here in the third quarter. Stay with us, folks. You're listening to and watching Clinton Arrow football.
You made a promise to your community, and Bank Plus stands beside you. It's a shared promise to lend a hand, to build, to work, to invest yourself, to make a difference. You made a promise, and so did we. To Mississippi, to each other. Bank Plus. It's more than a name, it's a promise. Member FDIC.
Back out live here at Greenville High School. Arrows on the board first in the second half after a long touchdown run by Montavious Warren right up the gut. Couldn't have been any cleaner. 8:20 left to play. Clinton leads Greenville 28-6 On the road here in the Delta alongside Jay White, I'm Ray Coleman. We got Todd DeMuth on the sidelines, the boy in the booth on the stats. Jay White, what'd you think about that last drive?
Man, that was gorgeous, and turned another turnover. We talked about at halftime. You would love to see us continue to create turnovers and score off turnovers. We've done more tonight in both of those categories than we really have all season long.
Great point.
And it's been really fun to see. And now you kind of got a situation where offensively anyway, I don't know if I would do it defensively yet, but offensively, now you can work some younger guys in, especially in skill spots. Let some guys get a touch of some varsity action. Guys that hadn't necessarily reached down in the depth chart a little bit and get a bunch of different guys involved. And you got a good chunk of the third quarter and all the fourth quarter left. You got a comfortable enough lead now where you could spread some playing time out if that's what you choose to do.
Absolutely. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
The other part is that, you know, we've been in a bunch of close games this year. While we're experiencing a big lead like this, leave your first guys in and let them feel what, you know, let them get this feeling a little bit, you know. They
Great job of McCullough right there on the snap. I mean, that one was far to his right side. He literally had to stick his hand out and make a one-handed catch on a snap and handed it off to Simmons at the same time. And somehow they were able to get 5-6 yards out of that play. That was busted from the beginning, and somehow they got positive yardage on that. They're going to say a gain of 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 coming up here.
So it'll be a fun drive home unless the wheels come off here. Don't want to put any carts before any horses.
That's right. Trips to the left. Short side of the field. McCullough looking to his left. Pressure. They go with the screen, and that one is going to touch the dirt before it bounces into the hands of Coach. That'll bring up 3rd down on the play.
Almost had it set up, but we had really good pressure on that. I think that we got to the quarterback faster than he anticipated.
So a 3rd and long situation coming up right here. Somehow, on that incompletion, they backed up the Greenville Hornets 2 yards. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Not sure if that's possible on the screen. That is a forward pass. That was not a lateral. Whatever the case, they call it 3rd and 7 now. 3 receivers to the high side.
False start.
Rolling to his right.
Guess not.
Pressure coming. He just throws it and is almost picked off again. Tywon Alexander there on the coverage as he threw it behind the receiver, and the sophomore linebacker was there, just couldn't get a hand on it.
Almost got that one. I don't think he was expecting, you know, it was a situation where the quarterback kind of threw behind both guys.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not really a field where you can kind of stop. So both guys kind of slid by.
And so that will bring up 4th down on the play.
They're punting.
They are punting.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, he was out of my.
He was out of your range there here in the box.
He was on the other side of my
window. I got you.
Here.
That's what I'm here for. John Jenkins, the big man, 72, back to punt this one away. Fields it cleanly. And, I mean, that is a strike. Fielded by E.J. Mason. Breaks one tackle at the 40, stretching it out, trying to punch it out of his hands, but he goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That was a line drive, and I don't mean a line drive like over the players. It almost hit somebody in the face.
That was a worm burner. That was a hot ground ball up the middle right there.
Man.
In honor of the World Series that just ended.
And so now you do have some newer faces out there on the offensive line. Couple of starters on the offensive line. I believe that's Roddy Polk and Jacoby McLaurin have checked out of the game. And in the game, you got Kenneth Walker in at left tackle. And I believe you have another offensive starter, too. Quick pitch goes to Jeremy Mack. He's got a lead blocker. Caleb cuts it inside across midfield down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 after a UMMC first down for the Arrows.
What a great run right there. If he might have waited a hiccup and taken that around the outside of that block, he might still be going right now. But he wasn't. He was a little impatient. He wasn't wanting to wait on a block right there.
Correction, that's Adrian Dennis that is not in the game now. Roddy Polk is still in. 1st and 10, they're going quickly. Carson DeYoung, the receiver, outside now. Jeremy Mack bouncing it back outside. Caleb Miller going to find somebody to lay some wood to. And another 14-yard gain now, and another UMMC first down.
Yeah, we're kind of leaning on them now. Kind of a snowball rolling downhill.
Leaning on them with some backup offensive linemen as well. Young men, like you said, Jay.
They call timeout.
Getting some burn. You got another Taylor Dennis, the left tackle, left guard is in now. So we're getting some guys to get a little bit of burn, getting a little bit of experience to get in there and see what it's like to mix it up.
You know, guys, that can also build momentum for your sideline as well. The guys that usually play, when they see their young friends get in there and get to play for the first time, or that don't get to play there often, they're all over here rooting for them. So, and it looks like it's giving them a little gift. I mean, a little boost up front to open these holes for number 2.
Is he standing in front of the band?
He is not standing in front of the band. I'm looking at Todd. I can see him. He's about 10 rows down from us on the sideline. Not many bleachers here on the visitor side. That is just Greenville High's band. Regardless of the score, they're going to have a good time.
Well, they got to do something in the second half, right? Because they didn't have a halftime performance.
Right,
so my trumpet has got to get off somewhere, right?
Got to get off. Your pregame player of the game.
I called it before the
called
game,
it before
the kick.
Before they even warmed up, you were already calling that thing. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 31-yard line. Power I formation. Looked like we went a little early. No call there. Jeremy Mack takes it, bounces it back inside, spins. It will go down at about the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
Let's say at 24. I think he jumped ahead 5 yards.
Oh, sorry.
Or maybe I'm seeing it wrong. I don't know.
No, again, we got a bad angle, so it's hard for us to see down the sideline here. Even though the chain gain is on our side, we just cannot get a good vantage point. But you're right. It's the 24-yard line. 5:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Montavious Warren up the middle, dragging defenders, picking up another first down on a nice run by 22.
I think to mess with us, Todd did go and stand in front of the band.
No, he actually got further away from him, but somehow, some way, this crowd, or this band, excuse me, is playing like they're at the Honda Classic. 1st and 10, coming up again. Quick pitch goes to Jeremy Mack around the left side. He breaks the tackle. Horse collar, and is not even called, but he's still fighting for extra yardage. He will pick up about 8 yards on that play on first down.
Anybody that's watching this live, that was clearly a horse collar. Very fortunate that he didn't get hurt on that play.
Right.
And as far as the band goes, I guarantee you that they are the warmest folks in this venue tonight.
Absolutely.
Those B12 shots.
Absolutely correct.
Make sure it was B12.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 now.
We got 3 guys hanging out the press box right here.
4:30 left to play here in the third quarter. We're all leaning out the window to see this next play. Even the boy is standing over my shoulder. Handoff goes to Montavious Warren. He won't get much on that one. May have gotten the first down. Very close to it. But they're going to say he's just short. Third down coming up. Arrows inside the red zone. Leading Greenville 28-6 with 4 minutes to play in the third quarter alongside Jay White. Todd DeMuth chilling literally on the sideline. His son warm but cannot see behind me here in the press box. He's warm but he can't see. He's trying to do his job the best of his abilities, but he doesn't have a good angle. Handoff goes to Jeremy Mack. Lowering his shoulder. I believe he can get this stat right. It's a touchdown for number 2.
3.
3 of them.
I mean, yeah, 3 touchdowns, not number 3.
3 for 2.
Yes.
Yeah? You like that?
Chick-fil-A should do something like that.
Ooh.
3 for 2. I don't know what the.
Ooh.
Not trying to give away their food.
How about that?
Jeremy Mack showing out. Man, he's had a great second half of
Yes,
the season,
he has.
has he not?
Yes, he has. Absolutely. His feet never stop moving, right? He always falls forward, always fighting for that extra yardage, and always has a highlight play at some point during the game.
I just listened to you call that the last part of that drive. I didn't see any of that.
That kick is up, and it is good by Carson Barefoot. So with 3:38 to play. Your score here in the Delta. Clinton 35, Greenville 6. We'll take a commercial break. Stay with us, folks. You're listening to and watching Clinton Arrow football.
Scoggins Incorporated serves the Jackson metro area with landscape design, maintenance, hardscape construction, and functional services such as drainage, lighting, and irrigation systems. For over 16 years, our focus on customer service, professionalism, safety, and service offerings make us an excellent choice for your outdoor projects. Call Scogginscapes at 601-924-2869 or visit us on the web at scogginscapes.com to make your green spaces and outdoor places a reality.
Back out live here at Greenville High School, the band going strong. That would make you think that the home team is up. You'd be wrong. 35-6 is your score. Clinton Arrows leading in the third quarter after the third touchdown run of the night by the one and only Mr. Mack, Jeremy Mack, that is.
He's got 3 touchdowns and a pick.
3 touchdowns and a pick, yes, sir. Short kick there, fielded by Coates. Coates at the 25, now at the 30. Breaks a tackle, and he's popped at the 35-yard line. Torrey Johnson on that tackle. Gonna be 1st and 10 Greenville here on senior night in the Delta.
I wonder strategically for them if they just kind of, and at what point do they, do you just stick to your game plan and just play it out, or do you try to throw yourself back into the game? They got like 27 guys on the field right now.
Hopefully they don't huddle up because that would be a clear-cut penalty.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They got 12 out there right now.
They do have a guy coming off late.
It's whatever.
Play clock under 10, under 5. And they're going to have to use a timeout. Fuzzy Taco Shop timeout. We'll take it with them, folks. Clinton leading 35-6 in the Delta. Third quarter action coming back at you after this. Stay with us, folks. This is Clinton Arrow football.
First United Methodist Church supports the Clinton Arrows in all their sporting and academic endeavors. We support our schools in the belief that education increases the quality of life for us all. Clinton First United Methodist offers opportunities on Sunday morning for us to gather at 10 o'clock. We invite you to come and visit with us on Highway 80. We have a place for you, and all that's left to do is for you to put your name on it. We believe once you visit, you'll find a place for yourself in this community. I'm John Moore, lead pastor for Clinton First United Methodist Church, inviting you to help us make Clinton a better place.
School, Clinton leading, dominating 35-6. Third quarter action alongside Jay White and Todd DeMuth on the sidelines. I'm Ray Coleman. We're chilling. It's a chilly one in the Delta. McCullough back to pass for Greenville, looking to his left, pressure, evading it. Dante Tripp on his tail, reaching for him. He evades that and then just throws it out of bounds. Smart move there by that young man after evading the pressure.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good job to get away from that pressure and then get out of the box. We've seen a lot of weird intentional grounding calls this year. I wouldn't feel safe throwing it out of bounds at anywhere, really. I mean, he was clearly out of the box. He was basically at the sideline.
Right.
But still, I mean, that's not stopped referees before from kind of misinterpreting what that is.
Man, I think I'm getting old because I really wish Greenville had a halftime show because they are blowing those horns as loud as they possibly can.
Dude, they're playing the hits right now, buddy.
McCullough hands it off to Coates. Off tackle around the right side. He breaks the tackle. Breaks another one before he steps out of bounds right at the first down marker. They'll give him just beyond it, so he'll pick up a first down for the home team.
All those Greenville shirts got family on the nameplate.
Very nice. Nicely done there.
Yeah. We have the Clinton Arrow logo.
Yeah. Have the Clinton Arrow logo on the back of ours. It's all about team/family over the individual name. You know, the only school that I remember in my days of covering high school football statewide, I remember South Panola used to put their names on the back of their jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just wanted you to know they were that good. They wanted you to remember the individual. Can't think of any other teams that used to do it like that. I'm sure there are others, obviously.
I almost think some of that, I mean, it was the individual. It was one of those things where, like, some of the players had last names.
Yeah.
I mean, I know later on they did.
Sure.
Let's see what we got here. Sure, that was a hold, so we're trying to
flag
figure out
on the play.
What we're going to do.
Judd and head official trying to figure it out, make sure we get the yardage right.
Decline it.
They will be declining that. So they'll take the actual loss on the play, and that'll be a loss of 5 yards. Excuse me, make that 6 yards. So it'll make it 2nd and 16. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation now. Quarterback and running back right in the sloppy part of the field. High snap. He somehow brings it in, throws a strike over, but he's just short of his intended receiver.
Another one of those timing routes, those comeback routes that they've run really successfully all night. But I think, I don't know, either he felt uncomfortable planting to throw that, and he kind of short-armed it.
And a very late flag coming in. I mean, after all the play is over and both sides were actually huddling back up, personal foul called against Greenville. And so on 3rd down, they're going to have to back it up 15 yards.
Huh.
I believe you had a player giving a little extra to the official there, and he was not having any of it. So that backs them all the way up to the 28-yard line. And they'll be facing 3rd, and now you can say it. 3rd and what?
3rd and Arcola. 3rd and Indianola.
3rd and Bentonia.
3rd and Hollandale.
How about that? 3rd and Clarksdale. 3rd and Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Come on now. Come on now.
3rd and Lake Village.
Let's go, man. Folks, for you who don't know, that's 3rd and forever. I believe the clock says it's 3rd and 27. 5 receivers. They go with the quick screen. He breaks one tackle. He's got some space out here, too. Breaks another tackle before he's been flipped over by Tyree Carr. He got back to just past the original line of scrimmage near midfield. That'll bring up 4th down.
They picked up about 20 yards right
there. They picked up 20 on the play. So, listen, they've only punted one time all night, and that was because they were just backed up, inside the 20. In this case, they're right at midfield, so they can absolutely go for it. It'll be 4th and 9 is what they're going to call it. 4th and 9 from the 48-yard line. Offense is out there. Trips to the left, one receiver isoed on the right.
Hear a bunch of yelling. I can actually turn the crowd mic up because they're not playing. Oh, Lord.
Yep, stand by.
I jinxed it.
Shotgun formation. McCullough receives it cleanly, steps back in the
pocket. My
has
goodness.
a break to his right,
Throw
holding all over the place.
Throw the flag,
McCullough
man.
breaking again, running around to his right, and he will be tripped up. That's a sack by Dante Tripp. A loss of 10-plus will bring up 4th down.
What are they looking at? Now, that was 4th down.
Actually, that was 4th down.
Yeah.
So the turnover on downs right there after the sack by Dante Tripp.
If not, there was a clearly hold on number 4. Everybody in the stadium could see it.
And he's actually the guy that came back and made the sack, so good on him.
He was, and he wasn't just held, he was hugged. There's a difference.
He was yanked down by his shirt.
When you hug, you have to let go for a second to help, let the embrace end.
Right.
And somehow he was the one to make the sack. Good for Mr. Tripp.
I mean, I get it to a certain extent.
Linebacker.
I mean, we got a 4-touchdown lead.
Sheesh,
trying to
man.
get out of town.
Yeah, but calls are calls, though.
Right.
Goodness.
That's
Power
one of those
set.
where if he doesn't get sacked, they may throw that flag right at the end of the play. Just
Handoff goes to Torrey Johnson around the left side, lowers his shoulder, and that was a face mask that, again, they did not see. As you heard one of the fans
right
that
there
made
in your
the trip
face.
tell him it's right there in his face.
That was not a fan. That was a coach.
Oh, that was not a fan. Okay. Well, then rightly
and
so.
the coach
for
was right.
to
No,
say.
the coach was absolutely
He was absolutely right. That will put a bow on the 3rd quarter. We're just hoping to get out of here with no injuries at this point. 4th quarter action coming up after the break. Clinton leading Greenville 35-6. Stay with us, folks. The final round coming up after this. This is Clinton Arrow football.
For taco fans in need of a fix, Fuzzy's Taco Shop fires up some of the freshest flavors faster than you can say, for real? Our patio is the perfect place to post up, pour a pint, pique your appetite, or powwow with your pals post 9 to 5. Our frozen margaritas are rockin', nachos, top-notchin', and the best part, we can cater your party's every need. Order our tacos at Fajita Bar with our famous chips and queso. Stop by your local Clinton Fuzzy's Taco Shop today on the Parkway.
Fourth quarter action about to get underway here in the Delta. Clinton leading Greenville by a score of 35-6, and it's all arrows, especially since the second half has started. We've dominated every aspect of the game. We have the ball now inside the 35-yard line, positive side of the field. Caleb Miller, power hour formation. Jacoby Calvin, Torrey Johnson in the backfield with him. Handoff goes to the freshman Calvin. Breaks the first wave, breaks the second. Going down inside the 25-yard line.
Same play we scored the last touchdown on.
Picks up the UMMC first down in the process. Greenville High bringing us the tunes. Tuba section giving you a little repeater.
Okay.
Good lungs over there on those young men, huh?
Man, I'm telling you.
Oh, to be young. Same formation. Quick pitch goes to Torrey Johnson. Caleb Miller runs right through an individual on the block. Torrey Johnson has the edge. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, and that's another UMMC first down for the Arrows.
Boy, did Caleb get a pancake right there?
He did get a pancake and was on his way to trying to get another block. Just couldn't get
He's
there
like
in
Billy
time.
Bob from Varsity Blues, right?
By the way, University of Mississippi Medical Center, their mission is to improve the health and well-being of patients and the community through excellent training for healthcare professionals, engagement in innovative medical research, and the delivery of state-of-the-art healthcare. University Mississippi Medical Center. Michael Hughes in motion on first and goal. Handoff goes up the middle to Jacoby Calvin, the freshman falling forward. Let's see if they give it to him.
Nah.
He's close. They're going to say short. Short by a yard. Second and goal coming up.
Too bad we don't have replay because I'm fairly positive the ball crossed the plane of that goal line.
Well, I mean, we're at an extreme angle, so I mean, I trust you. I just saw that the far linesman immediately was pointing toward the ground. So
I had to lean back the closer he got. I felt like I was about to fall out of the press box.
You had to lean back? Lean back.
Lean back. Second and goal. Ball spotted at the 1-yard line. Falling forward. No signal yet.
He's in. I don't know what the non-call. Here we go. Touchdown.
Yeah, that took forever. At the end of the day, that is Caleb Miller on the quarterback keeper for 6. Touchdown Arrows.
How about that?
Took the referees long enough, so sorry if it didn't sound as exciting as I wanted it to be, but at the end of the day, I have to wait for them to give the signal.
They're trying to sell some drama out here, right? They gotta work on something.
Caleb Miller back out. Caleb Miller. Carson Barefoot back out to put the boot to it.
Let him try. Let him try one.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. So, with 9:45 left to play, Clinton leads Greenville 42-6. We're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, folks, Arrows doing more, putting more damage on the board. Stay with us, folks. This is Clinton Arrow Football.
From everyone at Indian Lanes, way to go Arrows on that awesome field goal. After the game, let the fun continue with bowling, arcade games, billiards, and more. Be sure to book your next birthday party in the Inflatable Jump Zone. Indian Lanes, located at 815 East Northside Drive in Clinton, Mississippi. Let's win this, Arrows.
Back out live here at Greenville High School. Clinton High School getting ready to put the kickoff back into play. Carson barefoot, getting everybody set up and lined up. Kayla Miller on the keeper for a touchdown before we went to break. Clinton leading Greenville 42-6 on senior night here in the Delta. Alongside Jay White and Todd DeMuth and the boy, I'm Ray Coleman, and we're chilling. It's getting colder as the hours go by. Short kick to Simmons. Simmons fields it at the 35-yard line. Puts his foot in the ground, around the right side, he's racing. Looking to get back inside, he does. At midfield, he approaches, goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
We might be better suited just kicking it out of bounds. Winning by the score that we are. Whatever. But oh, no, absolutely.
First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Make that the 48 for the Greenville Hornets.
Gentlemen, I believe we have a running clock as well.
How about that? They've called off the dogs a little bit, and so we have a running clock according to the one and only Todd DeMuth, and I have no reason to doubt him. The clock is ticking, right?
Well, it'd be
man of his word.
You'd have to contort to see it. So.
Shotgun formation, and the quarterback loses his footing, and he will lose 5 yards along with it on the quarterback option. He was trying to keep it, trying to get around that edge, but once again, he's in that muddy part of the field. And, he never – you want to talk about Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone feet. It was there.
Right. All right, so we got a little time, and this one's kind of in the bank. So let me ask you, it is apropos that we are up in the Delta. Give you a chance to, at some point here before the end of the broadcast.
Sure.
Just say something about Mike Sands, who passed away
this
past
man.
week.
No, I appreciate you saying that, man. Yeah.
Clinton fans and this Clinton program, the guys that work in this program, know the great work that Mike did in his time here, and what a great job he did to promote all of the different high schools and sports before he went on to the news thing.
Yep.
And was great at that also, but also his incredible fight over the last while. And I know you were tight with Mike.
Yeah.
And just, give you a second here to kind of say something about his fight and his time.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you bringing that up. For folks who knew Mike and knew his struggle, his battle, I don't really want to call it a struggle. It's a reality that some of us have to face, and Mike was one of them. Mike was going to be 35 next month, and he talked about it even up to when I last talked to him on this past the Thursday before, and he was just talking about that, man, talking about fighting continuously, and in his own very special Mike Sands way, he was picking on a sporting event that we were all watching. We had a group text that we would all kind of stay in, myself, TJ Wary, a couple of other sports guys from the market, and Mike was Mike, man, to the very end. Obviously an incredible journalist as far as sports goes, man. People from the Delta absolutely remember Mike because he had been up here doing his thing, came down.
WABG, right?
WABG, yep. And he came down here to be with us in the metro area. And I didn't like Mike when I first met him, man. I'll be quite honest with you. And some days, even after we fostered a relationship, I didn't like Mike then, man. Mike was a jerk in the best possible way, man. But I'm telling you, if you needed him, if you needed to talk, if you needed somebody to listen, if you needed somebody to give you a kind word, Mike was there, man. Just one of the real special people that I've met in my life. As I said on social media, man, I'm at peace because I know Mike's in a better place. My faith tells me that, but I also know that I didn't want my friend to suffer anymore.
Yeah.
I also know Mike showed us all how to fight. And what I mean by that is Mike had a way of showing us all his journey that he was going on. He made us feel a part of it. But more than anything, the guy never made an excuse. You know what I mean? Even to the very end, Mike Sands showed us all what it was like to look certain death in the face. Okay? And I want to say that again. Regardless of how many times we told Mike to fight, he knew he was facing certain death, and he fought like a champ.
Well said.
And he had a positive spirit. And I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not afraid to say it again. I love Mike Sands. I've said it to him. I'll say it as many times as I think about him. I love him, and I thank him for showing me how to fight through adversity. We all go through adversity, man, but it's how you handle it that builds character. And if nothing else, my man Mike Sands did it in his own special way, man. So I'll miss him. I love him. But we'll make sure that his legacy lives on. I thank you for giving me that opportunity to say that.
No
too.
doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. And still inspiring people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
42-6 Clinton in front here.
And McCullough here stepping up in the pocket, looking for some space on the scramble, trying to cut back inside, loses his footing, and fumbles it out of bounds. Luckily, the Arrows couldn't get to it for his sake. He somehow picked up some yardage along the way. Let's see if he got to the first down marker. He did not. He is short. Well, actually, they're going to say he got it.
Okay.
It was 4th down, and they're going to say he ended up getting just enough to move those sticks. So 1st and 10.
I don't know. Where'd he fumble out?
For Greenville Western.
Where'd he fumble the ball
Greenville.
out of bounds at? I
owe a quarter.
Three times.
From this point on, every time I say it, I owe you a quarter.
A Weston jar.
A Weston jar.
Yeah.
And we'll spin it at the West End in Jackson. And we'll be able to get a candy bar.
That's it.
Maybe. Yeah. It's probably like a $5 candy bar.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. They're on the positive side of the field, Greenville is. McCullough throwing the quick slant over the middle, in and out of the hands of Coates. 4:55 and counting. You heard Todd say it earlier. We got a running clock because there's no way that Greenville's going to get back in this one. And so I think their coaching staff obviously, felt it right to not let the damage continue to happen to them on senior night. So the clock's ticking. 4:40 left to play. Clinton leading Greenville 42-6. Greenville band still partying, having a good time, though. You got your final home game of the season. Why not?
Whoa!
And everybody moved except for the guy snapping in the quarterback. So we're going to back this one up 5 yards. False start, another optical 2000 penalty flag. By the way, I don't even think I've said, go holler at Dr. Bobby Pankey. Let me tell you why.
Well, look, I mean,
Now, we've said his name plenty this season.
He got paid up front. He got a flag on the first play of the game.
He got paid on the first play of the game.
Right.
But I never told you what Dr. Bobby Pankey does. Let me do that. First of all, he's located on 115 Cynthia Road in Clinton. He has a team of professional optometrists and a wide variety of stylish eyewear. Optical 2000 is your one-stop shop for helping you achieve clear vision. Now, when you get over there, you be sure to ask for my man, Dr. Bobby Pankey. McCullough back to pass. Looking to his right, throwing a timing route, and it's perfect, man. Wow, what a throw and what a catch. Eric Simmons even getting the toes down on the sideline.
Man, he's got a beautiful ball.
He does.
And I mean, just because of the geographical tie-in, but man, I couldn't see why he couldn't go to a Mississippi Delta or Kahoma Community College.
Yeah.
And that's if a four-year school doesn't take a flyer on him somewhere.
Yeah.
But I could see where he could go and tear it up at a community college somewhere, man. When he's got a line in front of him that can block, and nothing against their line.
No doubt. If you're seeing it on the YouTube stream as well, folks, the timing on that, he is throwing that out route, a deep out route, mind you, before his receiver even turns around. So it's a trust factor. And, I mean, he's putting that thing on the money, and give credit to Eric Simmons as well over there for toe tapping that catch.
There's some big throws.
That's a 15-yard out he just threw.
Yeah. They had a substitution penalty right there. They've had trouble with that the entire second half.
Yeah, they got trouble with that. The running back coach, as impressive as he's been in the run game, he's fumbled it 3 times.
About 39 years ago today, Mississippi State beat Alabama 6-3.
Wow.
At Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Wow. No, well, they're going to throw a flag on that. That'll be a pass.
How about being old enough to remember that?
Wow. How about that, Todd?
So what are they calling did we interfere with that wheel route right there?
They're going to call pass interference.
We knocked a guy off his route because the ball was thrown out there about 40 yards past everybody.
By the way, you want to talk about losing great ones? We talked about losing my friend Mike Sands, our friend Mike Sands.
Yep.
20 years ago today.
We
lost the greatest running back of all time. I don't care what you say. I'm a huge Cowboys fan, but we lost one of the great football players and one of the great men of all time in Walter Payton. Sweetness, man. And you want to talk about the history of Mississippi sports, you cannot mention it without mentioning
it's a big historic football day.
Come on, man.
Yeah. What about the legacy he leaves behind with just the naming of the Man of the Year in the NFL?
I know.
Naming it after Walter Payton.
I know.
Like I went to a Bears game at the new Soldier Field 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And today, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about not his retirement date, but 20 years ago, this guy passed away.
Yep.
and that stadium was littered with 34 jerseys.
Yeah.
There were blue ones, there were white ones, there were gray ones, there were orange ones. They don't even wear those last two colors. But there were number 34 Peyton shirts and jerseys everywhere in that stadium.
And man, look, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, so Emmitt Smith is close to my heart. You know, I know my elder folks would say, you know, respect Jim Brown, and I do, no doubt about it. He is the original, but there's no one better than Sweetness. No greater football player, no greater man when you talk about NFL than Sweetness. Halfback draw to Coates, and I believe he's going to score on this when he does. Touchdown, Greenville.
Well, all right. They stopped the clock. Why'd you do that?
I guess they have to stop it for extra points, maybe.
Do you?
I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but I guess they are.
Well, I mean, it's not a, it's not a subjective stop rolling clock, right? I feel like now we should stop it again.
And so they will attempt to go for 2 here.
Well, they're running the oop-de-oop on this play right here.
They are.
Man.
They have 4 wide receivers, 3 on one side. McCullough takes the snap, going with the fade route, throwing it to the back of the end zone. High as Simmons. He catches it.
Wow.
And he's going to say he was inside. Got his toe down, so that 2-point conversion is good. So, clock does stop for a minute. It's rolling again. 1:39 left to play. 42-14 is your score here in the city of Greenville.
Well, they got that botched extra point back.
They do.
For whatever that's worth.
So your Arrows are going to get out of here with the win, getting them back on the right track, getting them to their 5th win of the season. And once we go into our post-game show, our Clinton Refrigeration post-game show, we'll tell you how Madison Central's doing, because that is what determines our postseason fate once and for all.
And they have to lose, right? They have to lose twice.
They have to lose
twice. We have to win twice.
Yep.
So that means, they got to lose a pretty winnable game next week, and we have to win a pretty tough game next week. But it's got to start this week.
Got to start this week. Deep kick over the heads of our return men, so it'll roll into the end zone for a touchback. And that clock should still be running. It is under 50 seconds now. And so the Arrows will have to run one play. They'll take a knee, and at that point, they'll move on to victory.
Are they playing the Romantics over there?
I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep.
What in the world?
I can confirm that's the Romantics.
That is. You wasn't expecting that, were you? Yeah. Yeah, I see it. I see the look on your face.
I'm taken aback by that.
Clock is ticking, and that will be the final. This one's in the book for your home team. Clinton 42, Greenville 14. Come to the Delta, we get the dub. Stay with us, folks. After the break, we're going right to the Clinton Refrigeration post-game show. Arrows win on the road. This is Clinton Arrows football.